Opie and Anthony, XM202.
Of the morning, while the city sleeps, an uncommon band of heroes unites to fight the forces of evil.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
With Op.
I want to be known as notorious.
No.
Ak.
Everyone is always in my way.
Oh, you really are deluded.
And B-Cup.
Kind of fat-breasted and awful.
And surrounded by dullards.
Ben looks like poorly spliced film.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Whenever Steve yawns, it looks like the back of the Batmobile when it accelerates.
Pocketosis. Eric, you're not going to cry.
Shut up.
And armed with superhuman powers.
He pulls his pants down and just starts leaking into someone's garbage can.
That's rule one.
How about if he gives you the old chin tap with his helmet?
That's all right with me.
They are living among us. Average citizens, average heroes, quietly and anonymously continuing to make the world a better place.
Controversial talkers Opie and Anthony.
We are just dicks. You better just sit back and watch.
Yeah. Wait, what?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road. Shut up! Shut the fuck! You're all right to take me. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Okay, terrific.
We're cakes for nothing!
Did you see that jerk?
Well, the last time I saw a mouth like that, I had a hook in it.
I'm scared of you, sir, and I'm protecting myself.
It's in the hole!
I got it from a Negro.
Oh, that uppity nigger went and hit me on the head with a shovel. You use your tongue prettier than a $20 whore.
Can I kiss you on the mouth?
Don't fall for that old guy.
Ma, please stop calling me.
And welcome to the Opie and Anthony program.
Groovy.
We like to call it the One virus. It's spreading across America.
Can you catch it from a bird? What? The duck virus? What the hell is going on over there in China? Jesus Christ. First SARS and now some bird flu.
Another bird flu? Because they had another one, didn't they?
Yeah, but this is like the same one, but now it's just spreading more. And now the Center for Disease Control says it's the #1 threat in, like, the world. #1 threat, not AIDS, not Ebola. It's a goddamn bird flu gonna wipe us out. Isn't that nice? Catch the flu from a bird.
Well, now you're scaring me. What's the bird flu about?
It's in China, running rampant.
Mm-hmm.
And it can go from bird to human, human to human. It's airborne, so it could spread very easily if you're in the same room with people or a bird. I don't know why Chinese people are hanging out with birds that they're getting the flu.
Yeah, what are they doing with the birds?
What are you doing with birds? You in closed rooms with birds? I don't know. I think it's they're hunting and eating things,
With a filthy Asian porn, they're strangling it and watching it cry. That's the only they can get off. There's not a tear-filled face. They can't keep an erection. Rotten creeps.
The bird flu, though.
Yeah, the bird flu.
Do you die from the bird flu?
A lot of people do. I believe 75% of those diagnosed with it die. But that's kind of a weird stat because a lot of people for the flu don't go to the hospital. So the people that are going to the hospital and being diagnosed are people that are probably in really bad shape, the elderly, those types that really kind of get knocked off by the flu pretty easily. So they're the ones being diagnosed and dropping dead. 75%. Pretty nasty.
Hell of a way to start the radio show.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah,
good morning to you.
A bit of a downer, man.
Well, no, it's China. They got plenty of people over there.
But is the bird flu here?
No. Not from what I hear. It's a world problem. A pandemic, as they say.
Good thing we won't be anywhere today that you're going to be mixing with a lot of people, like flying to Los Angeles. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not a lot of Asians go to L.A.
No, not a lot of people on a plane in a small area with one little air source.
Bad ventilation.
I know.
Dry, bloody nose ventilation after you get off a plane and blow your nose. It's just awful.
Yeah. Well, I just pick it through the entire flight. I save myself the trouble at the end.
Well, that's how I want to start the show. Telling
everyone.
Your nose? Well, I did that already. Do that every morning. Get a good one.
Get a good one.
Yeah, well, I hate waiting for the bagels, too.
Just looks like a chive anyway.
God. It is a capo.
That's how I wanted to start the show. Pretty much saying, why are we working today?
We're all doomed. Yeah, I know. They really got us on some work schedule here at XM. I remember the good old days. If we had to travel, we would need 3 travel days. And don't bother calling us during them. We're busy.
Yeah, so we're doing the radio show today, and then we jump in a van and we go right to the airport and fly to L.A.
Yes.
Because tomorrow's the big day.
Los Angeles.
Where you show everyone how awful you are at poker.
That's right. I'm either going to be a poker genius who is severely underestimated or the biggest sap ever. I was practicing last night online. Got
that's
my,
great.
Got my laptop over
A little
there.
online practicing. You're playing against guys that have been playing their whole lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you should do fine. It's like, I'm going to play some basketball with LeBron James. I'm going to go and shoot some jumpers. I should do okay, though, in the All-Star game.
I would go play with the neighbor kid.
They're going to put me in because I'm a celebrity.
I'll
do fine.
Yeah, sure.
I've been practicing. Are you insane?
I know. Believe me. We know how this is going to end. I'm, like I said, just hoping to have a few good hands. I did very well last night online. Really, because the past day, a day before yesterday, I dropped a few bucks, Wasn't playing very well. Getting really bad cards and stuff. But last night, made it all up. Wiped some guy out like 3 times. Totally cleaned him out. He jumps back on, reloads his cash up there. Boom, wiped him out again. Wiped him out again. So that's going to be me during the live games. Wiped out.
Oh, my God. I wonder how long you'll be able to last.
I don't know. That's going to be like my goal. I'm going to try to hang and last a little. I'm not going to be one of those jump in, let's try to double my cash right away kind of guy, I'm going to be very patient, play it smart, play it slow, really eye out. Let some of the pros eliminate some of the riffraff around the table before I really make some moves,
You might be the riffraff, though.
I know, but
you understand that?
I think there's riffier raff than me going to be at the table.
You think?
So I'm going to hang out. I'm going to play, sit back a little bit and clear out some of those people first. Let the pros clear them out first, and I'll sit back. I'm just going to play the really good hands. I'm not going to take many chances at first. And then I'll slowly get in, start getting a feel for the table, play it that way. That's right.
What do you think Schwimmer's people are telling him right now? All right, just wait till that radio idiot is eliminated.
Right. At least survive past the radio idiot.
Yeah, I know.
That's all we want you to do.
Who am I kidding here? My stupid strategies aren't going to amount to crap.
And you're going to be just so freaked out. Between playing with the pros, then you got the celebrities around, then you got the cameras around.
After 15 minutes, I'm going to sit back at the broadcast table and go, okay, what's up with the show today, guys? I'm here for the duration.
It's like, great, we went all the way to L.A. so you could play 2 hands of poker.
Yeah, exactly.
Now what are we going to do? Now what are we going to do on the show tomorrow? Thursday.
I don't know. I need a little luck. That's another big thing, so I'm psyched. I think it'll be fun.
How many people?
A lot, from what I hear.
Yeah, it's just tables and tables and tables, right?
Last year there was over 150 people, so this year will probably be more. Has Ben gotten the celebrity list yet? I know they were going to send it to him. But
wait, no, maybe they're not going to have you at a table with, like, the real players.
Right.
Just all the riffraff.
Perhaps I could be at a riffraff.
Okay, all right,
that's
I'm with
what
you
I'm
now.
hoping for now.
All right, I'm with you.
There's only so many superstars they can put at, poker, but real pro poker players they could put at these tables. They don't have, like, hundreds of them,
Yeah.
So they got to intersperse them with some other people. They're probably going to put them at the real high-level celebrity tables at first, mix them in with them. And then there'll be riffraff like me and, some guy from Survivor 2, crap like that. Sit us down at that, and then clear out the riffraff. That's where I'm gunning for getting through the clearing of the riffraff.
All right, I'm feeling it now. What time do you have to show up for the tournament?
I believe all West Coast time would be noon. I think we start.
Well, the radio show starts at noon.
The show, and then I got to hit the table by, I believe, 2. And then it goes until they clear everybody out. So, 1 in the morning, we could still be playing cards. This is going to go forever.
Are we going to be, like, able to watch you play cards?
I do believe from where you're broadcasting from, you will be able to watch the floor. I don't know how close I'm going to be to you guys. I don't know if I make it through one table, they put me at another table. I don't know how far away I'll be, but there's going to be a runner that you're going to be able to get my chip count.
It's going to be very interesting because it's going to be Norton and I doing the show.
Yeah, there you go.
You'll start the show with us. You're not even going to L.A. to do radio.
No.
Do people understand that?
I have 15 minutes every 90 minutes to come over and, let you know. But
Yeah,
that's also my break time.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So don't
sorry
interfere with my break time.
If we mess with your break time.
That's going to involve doing a little bit of show
Yeah.
and maybe pounding down a Bloody Mary or something like that.
Just-
Loosen up a
just
little
to
bit.
calm the nerve.
Calm down a bit.
We should really embarrass Ant. We should all dress like in half shirts and act like fags and wave at him. While he's in front of all his new celebrity friends.
Oh, all my celebrity buddies.
The cameras are panning from us to you.
You're going to ruin it. Yeah, and here's Anthony's cheering section. Woo, you go, girlfriend. Oh,
that's
Ben's
classic.
hog waving around.
Club Soda Kenny in a little half pink
Oh.
shirt. That awful mustache.
God, who's not listening to the show tomorrow on Thursday? Just to see what happens.
See how I do.
I'll be listening.
I was reading Whack Bag, and not much confidence. Not much confidence in the old land.
I had no confidence until we just started talking, and then I realized that there's a lot of tables, so
Right.
I think your chances of moving on a little bit anyway are pretty good.
They believe that my online playing will be detrimental to my live action playing. The reading of the people, the different hands are played a little differently live than they are online, but I understand that. I do. I understand the difference between playing with a table of 9 other people and playing head to head, or with 2 or 3 other people. The hands change.
I got your gimmick.
Yeah.
Krusty the Clown mask.
I'm not putting that mask on.
Krusty the Clown mask.
I don't know. Is XM going to force me to wear an XM hat? A big shirt with XM on it. Hi, I'm a commercial. Hello. Now this is what I'm here for. Now I understand.
Yeah.
Just don't, Anthony, put the XM stuff on and don't bet anything. Just let the blinds run your pile out. Try to stay as long as possible. Bastards. Here's your advertising budget. Whatever it costs to get here. Skanks.
That's the commercial, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's our commercial.
So you weren't playing poker with Macaulay Culkin and
No.
Culkin, and who was the other guy that got busted?
Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria.
Yeah, they were playing at some. I know this is what celebrities are doing now, and it sounds a little dangerous.
Well, poker just taking over the world, as we all know.
Poker, yeah, big hit these days, big fad, especially with celebrities. They're playing over some OTB here in Manhattan with 100 other people or so. They just pop into this place. It's a game that's being run, and there's games like this being run all over. And the paper was reporting that games like this could be illegal if the house, the place running the game, is pulling a percentage off of each table. Then the house is making money, and that's what makes it illegal. You could have a friendly poker game at home as long as there isn't what's considered a house making money off of it.
Sure.
And that seems to be what's happening, so it's a felony, and anybody that's playing in these games can be arrested. So these idiots are going up to these poker games. It's Hank Azaria, it's Macaulay Culkin. Fly to, go to Atlantic City at least. You're right there, What's going to possess you to take a seat with a bunch of who knows what sitting around these tables? You know what happens. I bet you're going to start reading eventually that these games are going to be getting robbed. A lot of cash up there. It's like the old days, with the mob. They used to run into these games. They used to hold them and then send a crew in to rob the game that they're holding. And if you're a celebrity, that's
How do you know so much about the mob, Anthony?
I've heard things. I hear things a little bit. Not a little bit. Come here, you. Come here, you. That's what Jimmy dreams about. De Niro opening up his arms as he walks into a club. Come here, you. Come here, you.
You've been waiting for this a long time.
Give
Come
him
here.
some stack of money for Christmas. Yeah.
Hey, come on, take a picture. He pinches my cheek.
Jesus. Yeah, so we're all, right after the show now. We got to head off to the airport, which there was panic in the office. I guess the news had said that, the airports were backed up from yesterday, so there could be some delays today.
Some delays, and Steve turned it into massive delays.
Yeah,
we
were in the office when the newscast was on, and the newscaster goes, just add a little extra time at the airports. There could be some delays. Because of yesterday's weather. And Steve turns around to us, and we just heard the newscast, and goes, Massive delays at the airports because of yesterday's weather. Like, didn't even try. I can understand if you're in a different room, you hear the report. From the time you get from point A to point B, you maybe exaggerate the story a bit.
Well, you know, he works very closely with Ben, and we all know Ben loves to exaggerate.
Oh, Ben.
So I think it's rubbed off onto Steve, and now Steve is the exagerator.
Steve is a fountain of well-spoken misinformation.
Yeah.
It's just always off. There's going to be 3-hour delays. Get there to be 5 minutes.
All exaggerating Steve.
And then we can't get
Ben.
him.
Know when Ben said his hog was the size of a dirigible, and we know it's only the size of a large commuter plane?
And we can't get enough of the local newscasters.
Oh, we love them.
Those two just hate each other. Hey, Steve.
Hey, what's up?
Massive delays at the airport, huh?
That's what the news said.
Got it in. I know.
Well, by 2, it'll be fine, though. It'll probably happen up until, like, noon flights or whatever. It's not going to happen after that. They'll clear it up.
I hope so.
Yeah, the news report. That's why we said it. Said that the traffic at the airport was going to be even worse because of so many flights that got canceled yesterday.
Did they use the word massive?
No, they used. Actually, what did they use? They used
some.
No, they didn't use some.
Few.
Some. He's acting like it's September 12th, 2001. Relax.
No, they did say it was going to be a lot worse.
Yeah.
They did that. I have Anthony to back me up on this one.
We were sitting in the room with you.
And
I heard the newscast.
And I turned to each other, started giggling, because I'm like, how does he turn, like, you know, slight delays to massive, like, destruction?
Well, it's not like meteors are coming down, but
Right.
it's understandable. It was an adjective.
Right.
Right? It was an adjective or adverb?
Hey, what's up with these Ramon promos? They're coming
These
in
are
like crazy.
listener promos, listener Ramon promos. They're coming in like crazy.
People have just
Latched on.
embraced these characters. They love them, and it's amazing. Now they're sending in their own Ramon promo.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly people jump onto the crap bandwagon or the sexual scenario bandwagon.
Yeah.
Everything involves, Ramon taking a load on the face or, Ramon.
Well,
Are you going to be like Gene Simmons and go out and hunt these people down for, presenting your characters in an ill light?
No, because unlike Gene Simmons, I'm actually flattered when people pay tribute. Like in that regard.
You're not worried that maybe Ramon's image might be smeared through some of these promos, sexual content that you absolutely would not use in your promos?
I didn't say I would not use them. I just said I said I haven't. Yeah,
but you should be the one that determines the storyline, not some listener.
Ultimately, I will. This is just fan interpretation.
Right.
Everybody has got their own version
It's
of
like
Ramon.
fan films. Like I've seen these Star Wars
Exactly.
fan films, and they're just that. They're fans that embrace the characters and decide to make their own storyline.
Does George Lucas get pissed off every time some fat 15-year-old videotapes himself with a microphone stand zipping around an AV room pretending he's Luke Skywalker?
If you use some software and actually make it look like a lightsaber and call it a lightsaber, yes, he does get a little annoyed and sends out a cease and desist.
Unbelievable. No, I'm thrilled. It's just production value withstanding, because obviously you can't duplicate what I can do in the studio with Pro Tools with a home microphone.
Oh, they have equipment that works at their house.
Exactly.
Yes. Do they ever go into their bedroom where they have the recording equipment and some swishy guy is sitting there turning dials and screwing up his settings? No.
Most
So
of
it's easier for the people at home, I guess.
It can be. Actually, a lot of highly paid producers and remixers operate out of their bedrooms now because the equipment is just so costly. It's so concise.
Well, I guess we should listen to the Ramon promos that came in.
Sure.
Are they all from the same guy?
No, there's 5 different guys or 4 different guys. I know Dugout Doug did a few.
Dugout Doug has a couple on here.
A couple were sent in anonymously, and some guy with a weird name. I can't remember. I couldn't even pronounce it.
Pamanobus?
Is that it?
P-A-M-E-N-O-B-U-S, something like that?
Yeah. Don't know who that is.
I think it's Greek.
Is it?
I don't know.
I
don't know. All right, hold on. We got a couple more reports about L.A. and poker before we play these promos. Jim in Washington. What's up, Jim?
I got a weather report for you for L.A. here.
All right.
Rain, bring your life jacket.
Yeah.
They've got more rain down here than they do in Portland, Oregon.
Oh. And I hear there's going to be, there's been mudslides and stuff. Oh, what's with the phone?
And one other thing, I hope you guys, do great. in the ratings, and everything keeps going up. But I kind of want you guys to stay small, so I can still call in and talk to you
and bore the hell out of the audience. Thank you, Jim. Let's go to Steve the trucker. Hey, Steve.
What's up, Ole?
What's up, Steve?
What up, little Jimmy?
Good morning, Steve.
Hey, man, I just want to call and wish Ant good luck, man. I got $5,000 on him.
All right, 5G.
Yeah, me and my father-in-law, man, we got this ongoing thing for like 10 years, and we always bet. And he's older, and he really don't care for the O&A show.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of a dislike thing. But, yeah, I got $5,000 on you, man. I think you'll do all right.
$5,000 that Ant will do what, though?
What's that?
$5,000 that Anthony will do what?
Well, I got $5,000 that says that he'll make it at least to the fifth table.
The fifth?
To the fifth round.
Wow. Well, that's very, very nice of you. Thank
I hope
you.
you're not a poor man. Yeah, really.
Guys, punching out.
If your father's an older gentleman, you ought to bet him a healthy prostate.
New Jersey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I just have a quick question about travel days for you guys.
Yeah.
When you fly with Steve, do you have to check him because he can't fly with flammable objects?
Flammable objects, yeah. He doesn't usually wear his flame attire, does he?
No,
Are you
actually,
wearing that on the plane?
Underneath a flame shirt, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Why, bad choice? A red skull
The
and
red
cross-
skull and crossbones, arms full of tats.
I have not been pulled aside. Well, no, I have been.
Jimmy gets pulled aside every time.
Norton, who looks 10 times more normal than I do in this regard, gets pulled aside more than I do.
Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah, you've been pulled aside a lot, Jimmy?
Almost every time.
Really?
Almost every time I've flown with him, it's like clockwork.
I don't know. It's annoying. Although I know when I'm going through the thing and I hear, "You stink, Norton!" And I told you it's one of the security guards. One of the guys who's checking baggage is yelling at me that I stink.
You
so
stink.
That's why bombs are getting through. They're all O&A fans. O&A fans and criminals.
Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Not much, guys. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Anthony, have you ever read Texas Dolly's book?
Whose?
Texas Dolly.
Oh, yeah. No, yes, I have.
I was going to say, because he says to be aggressive right from the very get-go.
Yeah, that's great if you're a professional poker player, and if you're aggressive and get thrown out, there's another tournament the next day. This one, it's pretty much it for me. I think I want to, make it last a little bit.
I can see that. One last thing. You guys wondered how Steve can turn any delay into a longer one is he'll be walking through and he'll set off all the smoke alarms.
There you go.
No, the reason, Steve,
Thank you,
reason
Brian.
for us is going to be some delay, and for him it's going to be massive.
Massive.
Is because we're so much closer to the front of the plane that we're going to be arriving probably quite a bit sooner than he will.
That's very true.
Yes. That's my favorite is when you get to the airport and there's those long lines, those massive delays that Steve speaks of, and then you look at the elite line for the airline, and you can just step on there because you're waiting for your first-class travel ticket.
That's us. Isn't that great, though, when they call for first class to board,
Yes.
and you're talking to one of your, someone you know, coworker, I guess, in a close.
Peon.
And just how you have to just, kind of politely cut off the conversation
Yeah.
and get on with the other.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah, I would put some music behind that, and then you just walk right on.
I'll see you walking by me.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they'll use that other door where they allow. I like the door behind first class because then you get into first class. Then you don't have to make eye contact with anybody.
There's not the uncomfortable look up. Like, yeah, no, have a good flight, Ben. All right, take care, Steve. Above the newspapers, I'm sipping a tomato juice like a gentleman.
I cannot stand people looking by and almost burning the ice cubes in my Bloody Mary.
Yes.
As they're looking at my drink like, why don't we get that back there in steerage?
It's going to be a full flight, too.
Yeah.
I looked online, and even first class on a 767, and these are like massive seats.
Yeah.
Is sold out, and there's like two, and then there's an aisle, and then one, and then an aisle, and then two.
Yeah.
It's big seats, like the type of seats where you get your own monitor. It's really
Oh yeah, cushy seats too.
Cushy's the word.
footrests.
Yeah.
Here's how much space you have in these seats: 2.5 windows worth. Is how much space before the next seat. I've counted before.
I get tired of how many windows. When you put that seat back, it's like, oh, another window. Look, I've got another window to look out of here. Yeah, it's wonderful.
I'm sure the seats in coach are just fine.
They are. They're terrific.
They're lovely.
You enjoy
Sure,
yourself.
sure.
But I also
Big
like
fella like yourself.
As my arm hangs into the aisle and gets blasted with the drink cart every time they walk by with it.
And then you got Eclipse Kenny sitting to your right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you guys are just two real small guys.
His knees in his mouth, Kenny.
And Ben, everybody asks, "Hey, can you deflate that balloon? We can't see the movie."
Turkey and jerky and all over. Let's see. Let's get a couple more tips for Anthony. Let's go to Washington again. Craig, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Hello.
Hey, Jimmy, I love you, man.
Thank you, Craig.
Hey, which Washington?
D.C.
All right, D.C. Okay. Sometimes it's the state.
Yeah, listen, I got a bet for you going out. It's a pretty certain one. Jimmy, you're going to end up with a whore, and she's going to give you yellow discipline.
You know, it's funny you should say that, sir.
Yeah.
Apparently, from Steve, there's been an offer made. From what company?
Kick-Ass
Kick-Ass Pictures, the ones who have Mary Carey. The guy, remember the guy who said he went to jail and he was a big fan and got him through his jail time?
Well.
And to help direct a golden shower scene this evening in
That's
Los
right.
Angeles.
Wait, this evening in L.A.?
Yeah.
That's how you're going to end your day?
Yeah. I may not direct it, but I'm certainly going to go watch it be shot.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, we're
directing it.
I'm afraid I'd hold the camera and screw up.
No, they really want the point of view of the camera to be from an aficionado's perspective.
Wow. That's something.
Yeah.
So you're just going to sit there and tell them to, move the cameras around a little better and...
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what the
You're pretty much
like.
going to just check out the scene.
Watch it, yeah. I may say just make sure.
And whack your bag?
No, you can't. I would love to, believe me. But you're not permitted to on the set.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't get it. Maybe you
Human
could
resources.
Be a guest. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's an uncomfortable workplace.
I wouldn't be surprised. And no one thought that human resources would be part of radio, so.
Yeah.
But,
well, now they're needed.
Wait, you're really not allowed to whack off on a set?
It's
in a porn film?
You just wouldn't. I mean...
Legitimate porn, anyway?
I've been on a few of them, and even the low-budget one. The one guy couldn't get a rod because it was this big guy, big German, having sex with his Brazilian girlfriend. It was a real low-budget shoot.
Yeah. Love those.
Yeah, it was really, really low budget. But he couldn't keep it up because we were all in the back just kind of giggling and talking.
Oh.
And so we had to leave the room. So
ruin it.
there's a certain amount of decorum.
Sure.
Okay. A couple more poker tips. The phones have exploded. Everyone wants to help out Anthony.
Help me out.
Hey, Rick, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
How you fucking chuckleheads feeling this morning?
We're hanging in there, Rick.
Great.
Hey, I got some advice for you. When you get to L.A., smoke a big fat hooter, get a blowjob, go in and relax, and then play your cards. Otherwise, you're going to fucking blow your wad way too quick, and you're going to be way out of chips.
Yeah, but you got to understand, man, marijuana is illegal, and premarital sex is not right, and that's not what we're going out for. What kind of advice is that?
That guy says
horrible advice.
This is what stinks about advice. That guy says play your cards. This guy says play the people. Mark
Play
from
the
VA.
people,
What's
not the
up,
hand.
Mark?
Hey, what's going on there, fellas?
Hey, man.
It's all about the people, buddy. It's you got to play the hand a little bit, but it's more about the people. You got to check their tails and know what they're about.
I got you. That's why I want to sit back a little bit and eyeball these people a little bit.
Yeah, but you got to watch the sitting back too, though, because the sitting back, they're thinking that you're not confident in yourself. You
I understand that, but that's kind of a good thing too, because I am confident, and if they get that impression, that's a good thing. And I think sitting back when the blinds are still pretty low is a good strategy. While I kind of see what
you got
they're
to watch those twitches in the face. You got to watch the hand movements. I mean, it's all about the tails. I've been playing for 7 years. You just got to keep your eye on them.
I'm playing for 7 years.
All right,
All right, my friend.
Thank you, Mark.
David
Good
Schwimmer.
advice. Good advice coming in.
David Schwimmer's going to look over at Ant. Hey, this cocksucker's got everything in the deck. I ain't even started cheating yet. What are you saving up to be, Ant? Jewish? Nah. Even Barnes had to laugh at that one.
Of course he did.
Barnes, who hadn't laughed since like 1956, actually laughs at the Jew joke to the Jewish lieutenant.
Of course he did. Very funny. Hey,
Anthony, I got some advice for you.
Hey there, Bob.
I got some advice for you.
Yeah.
On a warm summer's eve,
Ah,
on a train
sound
bound for
advice
Brooklyn,
from Kenny Rogers.
met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring
Yep.
out the window at the darkness. Till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice.
Hey, I should have stayed home
So
and played
I
myself.
handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression.
Yeah?
Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play. You got to know when to hold 'em,
When to hold 'em.
know when to fold 'em,
When to fold 'em.
know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
Okay, terrific. Bad smell, bad language, and now bad jokes.
This is the freakiest show I've ever been party to.
Because we're perverts.
Really?
Stupid.
So you know it's good.
That's why we love doing this radio show.
Right.
Okay, terrific.
Time to put your mouth where our balls are.
Buckle up, kids. It's cool.
Let's just put it this way.
Sexual harassment mostly.
Just shut up. I was so offended.
Don't listen, you twat.
Hit her over the head with a shovel.
If you did that, I would make love to you right now.
Come on. People that get their news from O&A are the same people who watched Sesame Street till they were 12.
Yes, precisely.
Guys talk about nasty stuff like this all the time.
Sit down and put on your laughing hats, because here comes a home run.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony. The Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202.
So be it. Fret no more. Let the kill pieces to prepare for war. So be it. Settle the score. Touch me again with the words that you will hear evermore.
From Kenny Rogers to Metallica. It's the Opie and Anthony program, sweeping the nation. What's wrong there, Jimmy?
I don't like the way the gambler just died in that little car there. That really is a creepy tune.
Yeah, it is.
Scumbag gambler with bad advice.
I thought it was a cute little song about just gambling a little bit. What happens in that
Bums
song?
whiskey, and he bums a cigarette, and he bums a light, and he gives shit advice. No one to hold him, and he dies.
What a drunk.
Wait, the guy dies in that song?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've been hearing that song off and on for my whole life.
Gives crappy advice, drinks his booze, and drops dead.
Yeah, takes his last breath. He's got someone else's alcohol and cigarette on it.
I thought he was a guy that kind of lived his life and had a little extra money and was just enjoying, I don't know, the golden years.
What a loser.
Maybe he had a young bride and he was living out in the.
What song were you listening to?
I don't know. Some of these songs they seem happy, and then you delve into them a little bit, and you realize they're just very tragic.
It's a country song. They're never happy.
No, that's true, I guess.
Even Coward of the County, which has an upbeat ending, the guy has to show his bravery because his wife gets raped by the Catlin boys.
Is that what happened in Coward of the County?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's terrific.
That's terrific.
That's terrific.
That's terrific.
They all had their go at Becky.
Really?
Yeah, so he went in and...
All had their go at Becky. Oh.
Yeah, then he went in and fought them in the... And he went to turn around and they went, hey, look, old Yella's leaving.
Because he was going to leave?
Yeah.
'Cause he's the coward of the county.
He just didn't like... Well, his father had died in jail and kind of gave him advice.
Right.
About please don't fight.
Know when to hold him? Oh. I thought other bad advice.
Know when to clench your cheeks.
Is this it?
Yeah, of course.
Everyone considered him the coward of the county.
Faggot.
He'd never stood one single time to prove the county wrong.
You gotta know when to hold.
It's the same song.
It
Folks
stinks.
just called him Yellow.
Yellow. Hey, Yella.
Something
Yeah, Yella. Why, Yella Belly, come down here. I'll cut C's in your cheeks. You remember me for life, yeah. Have a little moxie, you coward of the county.
Because he was my brother's
What a tool.
So that song ends tragic too, huh?
Yeah, there's a good... Well, no, he doesn't say it right, but... You know, they took turns at Becky, and there were 3 of them, so you know what that means.
Oh, yeah, gangbang.
Becky got a mouth, box, and ass full.
Did the coward finally, kill him or something?
Well, he went to the bar room.
Yeah.
And they kind of laughed at him. And he went to leave, and then one of them yelled, hey, look, old Yella's leaving.
Right.
Old Yella.
Old Yella.
And he stopped, and he beat them all up.
Beat him up?
Yeah.
With his fists?
I suppose.
Huh.
And then he talks to his dad's picture.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's kind of a douche. And he even said, this one's for Becky, as he watched the last one fall.
Was his dad's advice to ask if he could smell their breath? And then while they're coming in, he punches them in the face. Sound advice from Pop.
When I was in 6th grade, I asked my father, look, if I'm ever married, my wife is raped by 3 country folks. I don't know what to do. And that was what he said.
That was the advice.
Smell their breath. Thanks, Dad.
I love that one.
You've doomed me to a life of prostitution and loneliness. All right, just ask if you can leave the donation on the dresser.
What an ass.
Oh, that's great.
All right, so that's a sad song. Who knew?
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, what are you going to do while we're in L.A.?
Oh, poor Eric. Never
Run the
gets to go
show.
anywhere.
That's it. That's my...
Never gets to go anywhere.
You're going to have no one to talk to.
I got Derek now.
Oh, that's right.
And Danny and Nathaniel are giving you the finger behind your back.
Well, them too, yeah.
They'll be around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is it Martini Steve's birthday today?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I forgot about that. We talked about that yesterday.
Go get Martini Steve. I thought he was looking a little happier.
Festive?
Yeah, a little happy today.
Festive, happy guy.
Feeling all good about himself.
Stand in the middle of his own birthday cake, we'll all blow on him.
Should we play a happy birthday song for him?
Yeah, of course.
He's wearing one of those shirts, though, that you blow out and then it relights again seconds later. Freaks you out.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yes, happy birthday,
Thank you, Anthony.
Steve.
Very nice of you.
You'll be celebrating with a flight all the way to L.A.
Yeah, I know.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
I think you'll get tanked on the plane, though, for your birthday.
Nah. No, I can't. You can't get drunk on planes like that. I mean, I know Ben's looking forward to it. Ben was all excited. Oh, we're gonna start drinking. We're gonna pass out, and flight will take no time.
We're gonna pass out.
Ben can get drunk on anything that moves.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Plane, train, driving. He doesn't care.
Escalator. He's drinking on the escalator. By the time I reach the second floor, I want to be hammered.
Because you wake up hungover with a headache at about hour 3. So
yeah, kind of.
So I'd rather just try to fall asleep and then sleep.
Got to pace yourself on a plane.
Yeah.
You can't drink too much. You got to wait. You got to catch a buzz. Hold that buzz till you get to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could pound them and go to sleep. It's not like if you get on that plane and really start going at it. Oh my God! By the time
Preparing for our final descent into Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It'd be boofing.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, you got to get up and pee on a plane. It's aggravating because it's crowded and.
The bathroom's right up there.
Huh?
Right by first class. They got a.
Oh, sorry. I forgot who I was talking to.
Got a bathroom right there. It's usually pretty empty.
But it is reserved for first-class passengers only, please, and we really appreciate respecting this arrangement. They say that.
Respecting this arrangement.
I actually just got my platinum status stuff in the mail, and they gave me a bunch of free like $5 coupons, which I'll never use because everything in first is complimentary. But I should have actually brought it for headphones and drinks and stuff.
For the headphones.
That would have been nice.
Been a fine birthday gift. A couple of $5.
Sure.
Couple
$5 certificate
for a watered-down Bloody Mary. Yeah, absolutely.
So
Ben, Steve says he's not going to be drinking on the plane for his birthday.
He's full of crap.
No, I didn't say I wouldn't.
You are so full of crap.
I won't.
You're saying that on the air. You told me in the office you're going to get wrecked.
That's not true.
Steve likes flying because his stomach expands to the size of a grape.
Exactly.
Up on the plane, so it's twice as big.
You can get a little more alcohol in.
Yeah.
And I can actually hold that tiny sandwich they give you on the plane.
Sure. Tiny sandwich.
Sorry, I forgot who I was talking to again.
When that tray comes out, that delicious hot meal, and you put it in front of you. Oh,
Did I tell you the last flight? My lobster bisque was not as hot as I like.
I hope we hit turbulence and it lands in your lap.
Wow.
Me too, because then I'll be part owner of Continental. Me and my scalded genitals will march right into a courtroom and sue.
Hey, what version of Happy Birthday you guys want to hear for Steve?
Wow, there's so many.
There's Pearl Jam's version, Jimi Hendrix.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah, how does that one sound? How do I do this? Here, pop that on really fast.
Right clicking.
And then I think my favorite birthday song. I think
1, 2,
here we
3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Does he say Steve?
Happy birthday, dear
Steve.
Happy
That 5-second ending was better than that entire song.
This is my favorite birthday song, though.
Which one's this?
Name the band. Anyone?
Nana?
Altered Image, I think, or something like that.
Bird Flu Birthday.
Happy birthday!
Altered Images.
Horrible. Where you play this for your birthday and unwrap your members-only jacket. Go catch the Breakfast Club at the movie theater for your birthday. This is horrible.
You don't remember this?
No. Oh, piercing.
All right, I was hoping to get to the hook again.
That is horrid. Why did you put it back up? Oh my God, he's not stopping. Oh my God, this is awful. Turn it down.
Turn it off.
Yeah, please.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Turn it off!
I think this is going to be one of those weird shows. We're all preoccupied on...
It's your birthday, get busy! It's your birthday, get busy! It's your birthday, get busy!
The rap version. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. Birthday. Oh my goodness.
I can't wait to see what kind of lunch we have. Nice hot roast beef.
I know. We have lunch on the way out and breakfast on the way back.
I bet you and Coach are just going to like make them each grab their own duck on the way in and just eat it alive.
The plane, yeah, the back of the plane looks like that flight Indiana Jones had to take out. The chickens in the wooden crates.
All right, we got to get to the Ramon promos finally here.
Ramon.
Yeah, we were discussing this about a half hour ago. The listeners have taken upon themselves to send in their own Ramon promos. The production value, like you said, is a little weak.
Right, but you got to listen for content, not necessarily production value on things.
All right, we'll start with Dugout Doug.
There's nothing in the world like a nice, relaxing walk on a beautiful spring day with my MiFi and the Opie and Anthony Show. Ramon, get under that porch.
Little monster rain happening there.
Very presumptuous,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Assuming that Ramon would take would take kindly to monster rain.
And you have stated in the past that Ramon doesn't do that for the big voice guy.
Haven't revealed anything about Ramon's sexual orientation.
I think he might, though. He'd do anything he's told, pretty much.
He might.
Hasn't
but
been told.
He hasn't been told to.
Yeah.
He hasn't been instructed to, and whether it's in his job description now or not, he might just have to suck it up, so to speak.
Right, you lunatic.
He cleaned feces out of the man's shoes.
He wiped his ass with his sleeve.
He took cigar ashes in the mouth. He's a
Right.
subservient Laotian.
Right.
Right, but not all dominatrixes involve or S&M people will do sexual things. Sometimes it's a different thing.
Who are you telling?
I know. Well, that's exactly why I'm looking at you when I'm saying
relax,
this.
I know.
It's like me giving poker advice at the table I'm going to be sitting at.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go to the next one. This is another one from Dugout Doug.
It's a beautiful birthday holiday on the beach in Sri Lanka, breathing fresh air, watching the children play, and that huge wave heading at me. Swim, Ramon, swim. Ramon, remove this tree from my head.
Jesus. A little takeoff on the Tsunami song.
Yes.
Nice.
It's very accurate.
Tree right through the head.
Ramon could feasibly be asked to take a tree out of somebody's head. Yeah, that's right.
Not sexual.
Nope.
Good topical subject matter.
Exactly.
Very good job.
Okay, the next one is by some guy.
I just love a nice glass of wine in front of the fireplace. Ramon, take that Java log outside and alert the fire department.
All right, let's calm down with that one.
How long has John Gielgud had Ramon in the...
No. That was an awful job he did on that.
Yeah.
Voice guy's voice.
All right, we got two more.
Yeah.
Another guy, Paminobis, something
Got
like
me.
that. Some weird name came up with this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, almost there. Don't stop. Oh, come on, baby, just once. Wait, where are you going?
Jesus, we get it. She's walking out.
Wow. That's a lot of steps.
It's like a Tarantino movie.
We get it. She's walking out of the place. Oh, my God.
Big apartment.
What a bitch. Ramon, finish me off.
Very presumptuous.
Good payoff, but
the listeners are seeing it the way we're seeing it.
Yeah, Ramon's a fruit.
Yep.
He's a little unclipped Fruitcake. Although I like the fact that guy put all the steps in there. That means it's a big house. The guy is very rich.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the door opened directly next to him.
Big vault-like door. Yeah, and the steps didn't fade away.
Right,
did they?
exactly.
Well, it was an AOL buddy list door.
Yeah.
Apparently some other queer with a little subservient brown person signed on immediately.
And finally, by some guy, another Ramon promo.
My stomach doesn't feel right. Maybe I should go to the bathroom. To no avail. Ramon, bring me my softener.
There you go.
Why am I getting confused in the Ramon promos?
Well,
it wasn't about me.
He had the same problem. He needed a stool
Yeah,
softener.
Exactly. Maybe he's bound up
I
and eating a lot
understand
of protein.
Ramon, where's my milk? Where's my potato?
That's right. I'm sure that'll come in.
All right, Steve. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Want to hear more altered images? No.
Ramon, kill that mouse.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
A lot of people thought that was Lena Lovitch. Remember her? Lena Lovitch? High voice. Ugh.
No, what did she sing?
I don't remember. Lena Lovitch. Oh, wait. It's kind of coming back to me. But then I lost it. What the hell did she sing?
Wow, you just spelled Lena really bizarrely.
How did he spell it?
L-A-Y-N-A.
Oof.
I don't think that's going to...
L-E-N-E or something?
Lena wants to shoot you.
No, that wasn't it.
I'm tired. We don't know how to spell it.
Oh, you got it?
Lena Lovitch, okay. I think
What
we're
was
alone.
her big song?
I think we're alone now?
No.
Bird song?
Damn it.
I don't know, man. Maybe
Yeah,
that guy could give us the hit.
Yeah, hey, idiot.
Help us out with the hit.
Oh, God, it's Pat from Munaki.
Oh, Jesus.
What'd
Why are
he
we
say?
even bothering?
He just goes, Lena Lovitch? What was her hit? Pat from Munaki?
I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go to break. But first, Anthony, you were talking about the 2-bar tapes a little bit with that yellow...
Why I oughta...
That yellow bird. Here's Red.
Hello? Hello, is Tim there? Who?
Tim.
I'm not open yet, my friend. 12 o'clock we open.
Oh, Christ.
Hello?
Hello, is Al there?
What is it?
No, Coholic.
Who?
Coholic.
Alcoholic. Alcoholic? No, nobody by that name.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Hello?
Al?
Yes?
This is Tuba?
Yeah?
Yeah, I wonder if you could help me out. I'm looking for Phil Myers, M-I-Z-A, Myers?
Phil Myers.
Myers, yeah.
Phil Myers. Phil Myers. Nobody by that name.
You're not there?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Hello, is this the Tuba in Jersey City?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know if you could tell me if there's an Al Kill You there.
Who?
Al Kill You?
I'll kill you.
Yeah, Kill You. Right.
What's his name?
Al Kill You.
How do you spell it? I'll be able to announce it in a minute.
Oh, okay. K-I-L-L-E-U.
I'll kill you. Kill you. I'll kill you. No, nobody but that name.
Oh, listen, I'm from Clifton. I'm not from Jersey City. I'm supposed to meet a few guys there, Could you call, how about Stanley Payne? Is Stanley Payne there,
Sally Kramer? Sally who?
Stanley Payne.
Hello?
Stanley Payne.
What are you trying to kid me now?
No. What's the matter with you?
You want to kid me around, eh?
What?
Let's see you fucking bum. You want to kid me, you motherfucker?
I'll come down and kick your fucking mouth open.
Listen, why don't you go out and fuck your mother?
I'll fuck your mother, you stupid son of a...
Why don't you come down here and have a little knock? You come down and tell me that.
I'll come down with a
face
gun.
to face.
I'll break your
I'll give you
middle.
$100 to buy it.
$100. You don't even got no $100.
Well, listen, you fucking motherfucker. I'll come over here.
Come here when I'm getting
Come over here. I'll show you my age. What I'll do to you.
Yeah.
I'll cut your fucking balls out. You motherfucker. You're a
scumbag.
What happened to the potatoes?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
From O&A Pictures.
You always like potatoes. That's not new.
A horrifying story.
Did he forget the potatoes?
Of a man.
I need the potatoes.
Without potatoes.
Danny, you forget the potatoes?
It won't happen again, I can promise you that.
How far will one man go?
Well, I'm going to have to wait for the potatoes.
For potatoes. The Potato Diva.
My potatoes are here.
Come here, open your mouth. Eat.
Eat your potatoes, Pookie.
That's the way to do it.
You say potato. He says potato.
That's a big thing of potatoes, Danny.
Everything's delicious. The Potato Diva.
I need the potatoes.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
I want potatoes, and I want eggs, and I want hot sauce.
God, you've gotten fat.
Ooh.
202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Great.
Yeah, we're just staring at the TV. We're, like Anthony just said, we're flying into Armageddon.
Yeah, California is, especially L.A., the rains. They're getting record rainfall, like all-time record rainfall, from the record set in, the 1800s when they started keeping the records. Yeah, most rain ever. Mudslides that look like, Ben's thigh. Just big brown masses rolling down it, taking houses and anything else in its way.
Old gravy station.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's where we're going.
That's it.
Great.
Well, when is it supposed to clear up? Over the weekend?
Yeah, I think the weekend's supposed to be good. What are you planning on doing? Because we're done with the shows on Thursday. Thursday we're done with the show, and then we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to hang out.
I'm gonna go do Venice Beach.
Venice Beach.
Yeah, I like to hang out at Venice Beach when I'm in LA.
Oh yeah, is that what you like?
Like to do that.
Like doing? Do you get the weights and work out on the beach with them?
Walk the beaches that Jim Morrison walked.
Ugh.
Get inspiration, man.
Oh God. Take some roids and work some barbells.
That's Muscle Beach.
Oh, they don't do that on Venice Beach.
Well, I guess it's part of Venice Beach. I don't know.
What do people like?
I don't really pay attention to that.
Bicycles and rollerblades.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff?
I'll do all that.
Yeah,
that's just cool. And then check out some street musicians and just
street musicians. Ugh.
You don't like the street musicians?
See them here with their goddamn spackle buckets and ladles, soup ladles.
That's old school, man. They don't do that.
Spackle bucket.
They don't do that as much anymore.
What do they play now?
They actually play. They play instruments now.
Get out.
A lot of these guys have a scam going though. There was one time I was in what is that park in Boston? The Common or whatever. And I was sitting on a bench, people watching with a bunch of people, and there was a homeless guy. I forgot what song he was playing, but he could only play one chord. Like, he would start the beginning of this song, right?
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, wow, homeless guy singing such a nice song. I forgot what it was. And they would give his money, give the homeless guy money. And then those people would get out of earshot, and then he'd start the song again. And then it was obvious to me that the guy, this was his thing. He learned how to play, like, literally the first 30 seconds of one song and just played it over and over again. But as you're walking by, you're just assuming the song continues after you gave your money.
But he stops and starts over.
Yeah.
That is a hell of a scam.
And pretty much he stops because he's too busy thanking you for giving him money.
He really didn't put much work into it, yet he's reaping the rewards.
That's a smart bum right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to learn the whole song. Just give him a little piece.
Yeah.
A little taste. Well, Anthony, we found the song.
Oh, the Lena Lovitch song?
Yeah, this is what Pat Munaki thought Altered Images sounded like.
All right, let me hear a little.
This is just going to be awful.
Remember this? Yeah.
God, yeah, I do remember this. What was this from?
I have no idea.
Someone wrote in and said Altered Images Happy Birthday was from 16 Candles.
Oh, okay. Wow. What was going on in the 80s, man?
All right, enough.
And then it does that like 80 more times.
Does it? What's it do 80 more times?
Yeah, the 80s and that new wave thing. Just,
what happened?
Just absolutely awful.
Pogoing with safety pins in their clothes.
They gave up trying, and they all just got Casios and started getting weird.
Yeah. Electronic drum kits. We could just sit there in front of like one or two drums, playing the drums.
Remember the safety dance?
Of course.
I like that.
Of course,
one.
safety dance.
Safety dance.
Men without hats.
That was it.
Let's go to Billy in Staten Island. Hey, Billy.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
I'm actually jealous you're going to California. Have you seen the guy on 23rd Street? He's got like 4 spackle buckets and like a tin can. He plays like Led Zeppelin. He plays Ozzy. This guy's a cash cow.
Yeah, I've seen that guy. The guy that can work the multiple spackle
buckets. There's like 50 standing there every day. No matter how cold it is, this guy will rock out every day.
Where is he?
I think he's on 23rd Street and 9th Avenue.
Oh, wow.
And he does a good job.
No, you got to go check it out. All right, guys, I got to go to work. Punch it out.
We should get audio of that guy. What the hell? Or get him in here.
What the heck you mean?
With his
what the heck? I'm sorry.
Spackle bucket drums.
Yeah, let's find that guy. We'll have him play like one day. If he does Zeppelin and Ozzy, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't smell of his spackle buckets. That's a pleasant guy to have in here.
Yeah. The city here.
Coming from the guy that's ass opens up every morning.
Not saying it's not inconsistent.
His ass opens up every morning, and he's worried about a guy smelling as he's playing Zeppelin on his spackle buckets.
Old golden buns ass. We're not surprised, though, when we go to some place like Venice Beach and see the street musicians and stuff, because we live here. And there's just crap all over the place. People hawking their wares, selling crap, the street musicians, spackle buckets, and those guys with the spray paint. Guys with the spray paint that in Times Square, they spray paint planets.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's Saturn and unicorns and stuff. And who's buying this crap?
Even worse is the Chinkies.
Yeah.
That write your name in, like, butterflies or whatever it is.
Yeah.
What is it, like butterflies and little bugs or something?
Yeah.
Duckbills.
But if you look closely, it says, like, Cara. They sell them like crazy, though.
Yeah. So we have the most trash being sold in this city.
Although the sketch artists are great, though. You ever walk down Broadway? The guys that will just sit there and sketch you. There are some amazing regular artists.
Really?
Yeah,
amazing artists.
Some of those guys are just outstanding. Across the street from the Park Plaza, there's a bunch of them.
I wonder how much they pull in. I mean, you think they're making a lot of money?
Dude, they're great artists. A lot, not the ones that do the names like Hope said, but these guys that actually will caricature you, but it really looks like you. There's some,
I've seen some really bad.
Yeah, I wanted Jimmy to do that for his album cover. I thought that would be pretty funny.
A caricature?
Yeah, a caricature from one of these guys.
Caricature?
Maybe for the next one. I already have one for this one.
Oh, you do?
All ready to go.
Yeah, he's very excited. Jimmy's about to release his second CD.
His second?
Yes.
We say drop.
Drop. When is it dropping?
Hopefully next month by Boston and Philly. I want to have it ready.
Yeah.
Or Atlantic City, actually.
All right. Well, I'm looking at the front pages of the paper. I got to admit, Anthony and I were in panic mode today in the office. We went through like 5 newspapers, and we depend on the newspapers for a lot of material for the show.
A conversation started.
And I got to tell you, man, there is just like nothing going on.
Just newspapers full of nothingness today.
Really? I mean...
Yesterday's news makes up the front page of the New York Post. Paris Hilton's phone.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. That's yesterday's news, and it's the huge front page of the Post.
You want to explain that again, Ant? Because there are some excerpts. There's more to the story in here.
Yeah. Paris Hilton, she got her little phone. What are those things called?
Sidekick.
The Sidekick. Everyone's got their Sidekick now. And someone hacked the website, the T-Mobile website, where I guess she uploads and downloads information from her phone, to and from her phone, from this website, and got the information, which included all her phone numbers for her celebrity friends, her private messages.
Yeah, some text messages.
And photos that were on her Sidekick.
One photo of her topless kissing another girl.
Yeah, pretty hot stuff. And that's front page, though, of the Post today, a day later. God, slow news day. So
You think she had something to do with this? She really knows how to get publicity.
You never put it past her, but that's pretty smart, and she's pretty stupid.
But some of the text messages, they got examples in the New York Post today. September 19th, 10:33 p.m. Tell Ken about Jess trying to bone JT.
Really?
JT, of course, is Justin Timberlake.
Ooh. Little dirt.
Yeah.
On her sidekick.
October 5th, 2:07 p.m. Get birth control kill pill.
Ah.
What the hell is a birth control kill pill?
Is that morning after?
Maybe it's a morning after pill.
All right.
She is such a whore.
October 5th.
Oh.
Around the same time, it just says call Maroon 5.
Call Maroon 5?
Yeah.
The whole band?
Yes. October 8th, 3:34 p.m. You want to leave soon? I'll pretend I have to go pee, and you wait 3 minutes, then come by yourself to the back entrance.
Ah, that old gag.
So she's hooking up with somebody, and she's leaving first. November 12th, 6:37 a.m., of course, after being up all night, I'm assuming. Carson Daly said to document everything Guy said. Next Truth or Dare have cams at all times making if the club get Carson number. I don't know why they threw that one in the paper, but they threw that as a great example.
Because Carson Daly's name is
because his name's in it.
Yeah, the rest of it means nothing.
What kind of life does she have playing Truth or Dare at her age?
And then December 3rd, 8:32 p.m., it's Nick, you bitch.
Ooh.
Meaning Nick Carter writing her.
Wow.
So that's a huge story. They're trying to figure out, how this got tapped into.
Yeah, he hacked the site, some guy, the FBI's on it. And they've been talking about threats like this for a while, so it's nothing really new. You just got to, I don't know. I don't think you could really do anything about that because it was the T-Mobile site. It's not like it's your own site and you put up security for that, so...
That's what would really hurt T-Mobile, though.
Yeah. I wouldn't upload anything to the website from the phone, It takes a little longer to put everything in there, but I don't know. It seems pretty risky putting it up on some public website like that.
But you have to be careful, like with you guys. You guys are celebrities. Like, I have both your numbers.
I know. I'm playing in a celebrity poker.
I know you are.
The likes of David Schwimmer.
But you can't put the full names because people find it. Like instead of Opie and Anthony, I actually have Ope and I have Ant.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
really protecting us, Jimmy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I just have Opie. It just says Opie cell, Opie home, Opie
Opie's social security number.
Social security number, sure, address.
Here's his PIN number for his ATM card.
I have Anthony and then in parentheses of Opie and Anthony.
I couldn't get the PIN number because you probably don't even know it.
I know my PIN number.
Yeah.
Sort of.
You never have cash on you.
I have cash on me.
Oh, no, just give me a few bucks. I got to catch a cab.
Ann will pay for my banana today.
It was a banana. It's, 50 cents, you ass? 50 lousy cents. What's 50 cents?
Opie's PIN number's 1. First one ever. Didn't need 4, 6 numbers back then.
Oh, man. Speaking of cabs, yesterday was crazy. When we left, our cabs were yelling and screaming at each other.
I thought that was you in that cab, yeah.
What do you mean you thought?
I wasn't sure that you had actually gotten into
it. Oh, you had a driver battle? I love those.
It was all three of us left the the studio at the same time, and you walked across the street, whatever, and Jimmy and I are grabbing cabs, so we both put up our hands, and there's 2 cabs now racing toward us, right? The one cuts off the other guy bad, really bad.
Your guy cut my guy off.
Right. And he lost the fare. So Jimmy jumps in the cab that wasn't cut off, okay?
No, I cut him. I jumped here. Opie and I was standing there, and the guy was coming forward, and another cab cut him off brutally.
Yeah.
You got in the cab that did the cutting off.
Yeah, but
I'm confused. Were both of them under the impression you were riding together?
Yes.
Because,
yeah.
Okay. Because obviously they're each getting one.
Yeah, so we both have our hands up, and then there's 2 cabs, going. And like he said, the one cut off the other one really, really bad. And Jimmy gets into the one that was playing, quote, fair or whatever, and takes off. Now my cab that I was going to get into, he takes off because he thought we were both going into the other one. And they're yelling and screaming at each other. So I'm like, no way, because, you know, it's hard to get a cab around here around that time. So I start screaming at that guy before he took off too long. He jams on the brakes, and I jump in that cab. Now Jimmy's in the cab behind us. He almost rear-ends the one I just jumped into because this guy's still pissed off that he got cut off.
Video game.
Now they're going down 57th Street, dude, with their windows open, just yelling and screaming, "You monkey! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Oh, yeah. I'll kill you, you motherfucker!"
Kill you, my friend.
Dude, they were losing their minds, just screaming at each other. I'm, like, really getting into it, and I'm, like, banging on the window, and I'm trying to, like, you know, get into it with Jimmy, make him believe I don't really know him.
Yeah.
Jimmy is not moving and just staring.
I was loving it.
Dude, you wouldn't look.
I looked over at you. I could, because of the glare on the window. I wasn't sure if that was you in that cab.
Oh, I thought you were in a panic. Like,
no.
Just look forward and just, you know, don't cause any problems.
You were going to start fighting with Jimmy?
Oh, yeah.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, because my cabbie was just fighting with his cabbie.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, no exaggeration. They're screaming. They're, like, kind of, you know, flirting with hitting into each other and stuff.
Trying to pull up close to him and pull his explosive vest handle. Those animals.
And they're just tooling down 57th Street. Yep. And then we get to a light, and then they really start going at it. I really thought your guy was jumping out of the cab.
He was fucking hot.
He was just livid.
You motherfucker, you Russian mother. I fuck your mother. Your mother. He was like red. He was human.
You cut me off.
And he even pointed at me and he goes, if I didn't have him, I'd get out of this and kick your fucking ass. He wanted, your guy was a Russian. He wanted that Russian guy to challenge him to fight.
And the Russian guy had kind of bad English, and he was doing his best, but he just didn't know enough of, you know, curse words in English. So
I thought that was you, but I couldn't see it.
Oh, and I'm banging on the window because I'm like, I want to, you know, make believe I don't know you, and I was going to start giving you the finger and really, you know, helping my guy out, but you wouldn't look.
No, I just was watching my guy yell because the Russian guy wasn't yelling as much. He was like kind of like trying to like.
I don't know. Well, it was a fair. I just trying to make a living here, and the other guy's just like pounding him. That's great.
Oh, it was
awesome.
I love taxi cab arguments.
It was one of the best ones ever. Oh, these guys,
Takes your mind off how much it stinks in there.
Well, they're so aggressive. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the cabbies. I don't know if there's enough fares out there or what, but they're really getting crazy.
Yeah, well, how about you try to swoop in like that when it's busy? On those busy nights where you can't get a cab, animals. Take the good with the bad, you fucking mutants.
Now I get it when you open up the paper every once in a while. It happens maybe 3 or 4 times a year here in New York, where you see a cabbie like take out a whole newsstand and 3 or 4 bystanders, and sometimes go right through the front window of a Starbucks or something.
Yeah.
And I always thought, how is that happening? They're obviously fighting for, you know, a
Duking
fare.
it out.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's too late to jam on the brakes or whatever, and
deal with it, jerk
and
offs.
then the damage is done.
Sometimes you just can't get a cab. There are those times where, for some reason, every cab has off-duty. Yeah, like 4 o'clock. Every cab off-duty, and they're all sometimes you just feel like pulling out a handful of 20s and holding it up and going, I'll pay, just pull over.
Well, they don't want to be stuck in
the
gridlock going somewhere stupid when they have to get back to the the cab place or whatever.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I want to bite somebody.
Animals.
Martin Scorsese has never won a Best Director Oscar.
No.
Wow.
The Academy, I hope Chris Rock just violates how does he not win a Best Director?
Yeah.
I know he didn't win for Raging Bull. They gave it to Ordinary People, Robert Redford. You know, a yuppie family not unlike their own. How does this guy, for Goodfellas, Raging Bull, how does he not have an Oscar?
Who won Goodfellas year?
I don't. That was 92. Do not remember. But I'll check it.
Goodfellas was 90.
Oh, was it 90?
90.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I didn't know until you brought it up that the year of Raging Bull. What happened there? Like De Niro didn't win for that.
Yeah, De Niro won Best Actor. And it was nominated, of course, for Best Picture, and it didn't win.
Oh, it lost out to
Ordinary People. Best Director was Redford, which is the Academy.
What was the year that Art Carney won?
Oh, that was, I believe, 74 for Harry and Tonto. He beat out Pacino for Godfather 2.
Oh, okay, that's the one I was thinking.
Which is why they gave it to Pacino, I think, for Scent of a Woman, and I think that's the year they really fucked Denzel for Malcolm X. He should have gotten it.
Very interesting.
Academy stinks.
Well, we had Chris Rock on Leno last night.
Oh.
You said, what did you say? No straight black guys watch the Oscars. Something. What was it?
Well, okay.
Let me clarify this for the world. I was quoted in the magazine as saying only gay people watch the Oscars.
Right.
I did not say that. I said only gay people watch the Tonys.
Oh, that's right.
Was he really misquoted?
Probably scumbag media.
Yeah, because that makes more sense, you know?
That's pretty funny.
Because even we thought, what does he mean by only gay people watch the Oscars? That's pretty mainstream in general.
Hey, Drudge, you going to correct that, stupid ass? It was headline news. In a world where Al Zarqawi is lopping heads off over in, Fallujah or wherever that animal is, and front pages and Drudge is that Chris made a gay joke.
Yeah. Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese, of course, nominated Best Director at the 1991 Academy Awards. Kevin Costner won for Dances with
Dances
Wolves.
with Wolves. Oh.
He won Best Director over Marty Scorsese. I didn't know The Godfather Part 3 was nominated too. Francis Ford Coppola. Yeah.
As Best Director?
Best Director, yeah.
Oof.
Probably, maybe because he made the whole thing without vomiting while listening to the dialogue. That's probably the...
Of his, Sophia there.
Best Picture, Dances with Wolves. Again, won over Goodfellas.
Hollywood loves these big, faggoty, giant scenes. Epic films. Yeah, they love that crap.
Yeah.
The English Patient.
Joe Pesci won Best Supporting Actor, though.
Yeah, he did. They couldn't deny him. They think they denied him in... Timothy Hutton won in 1980 for Raging Bull. I'm sorry, for Ordinary People.
Ordinary People.
Which he probably should have.
It wasn't a bad movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
That's a creepy movie.
It's a great movie. And Timothy Hutton deserved it. But Raging Bull and Martin... You going to tell me the Redford did a better job of directing than Scorsese? It was a work of art, Raging Bull.
Yeah.
The camera work and everything about it was like a 2.5 hour poem. And
I think it was a little too much for the Academy. They don't appreciate stuff like that.
All right. Well, you got more Chris Rock from Leno.
Don't thank God. God's busy working on the tsunami. So leave God, leave him alone. He's trying to help people, tsunami, Rwanda, and God, I want to thank God. Then God's like, excuse me, I got to go over to the Oscars. Because that's how God talks. Excuse me.
Sounds like the guy who runs ABC.
Yeah, we brought that up, how these athletes and people thanking God for just their success. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, one more clip from Chris Rock and Leno last night.
Michael Jackson, oh, God. All comedians should send Michael Jackson a check, All comedians, 3. If you give your agent 10, Michael should get 3, at least, right? 3%. I always wondered, when Michael Jackson goes to a park, does he, send balloons over to a kid or something like, the king of pop would like to meet you. He'd send over you see Michael in the sandbox waving.
He's a funny mother effer.
That's why I like the Tonight Show on NBC, because you can do that stuff. Try that on Letterman. Oh, no, there's a victim in that joke. Cut it.
Really?
Oh, please. Makes me sick.
I'm not familiar enough with either of them to know that there's any kind of restriction like that on Letterman.
Well, I know when Geraldo was doing Letterman, I was told that he couldn't say the word homeless.
What?
Are you kidding?
No. And he couldn't, Geraldo does a very funny joke. It's something to do with how they say there's an obesity epidemic. And he's sarcastically stating that it's not exactly like polio, which what he's saying is that was a true epidemic.
Right.
But he couldn't say polio.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no. When Orny Adams did it, and you see this in Seinfeld, he couldn't say lupus because I guess there's victims there.
Oh, my God.
And that's why I'm very biased towards the West Coast. Yeah, because I did my set, whatever you wanted. Within the FCC guidelines. A lot.
Yeah, you got away with a lot on your Leno appearance.
Yeah, he's better than comedians. I'm sorry, he doesn't bump a comic every week.
Do we got Jimmy's Leno appearance?
Ooh!
Do we have that on? We should play that going into break. That's,
ladies and gentlemen.
That's kind of.
Very funny young man.
I was like, that's kind of impressive.
He comes in.
Very impressive.
Comes in the dressing room. He talks to you for 15 minutes just about comedy. He's just a great dude, man. As opposed to I've never met Letterman, but I hear that he just is he's a cold fish. He walks by, he doesn't say a word to you.
Kind of seems that way. Comes across as like a cold guy.
I don't care as long as you let the guy do the material, but it's just so emasculating to go through that process.
I've heard that, though, in the past, too, from comics and stories that comics have told that you have a lot of restrictions on Letterman. A lot of material restrictions.
But it's not like they don't want you doing hacky stuff. You know what I mean? It's anything with any like kind of victim you can. Yeah. And no one's saying you can do tsunami jokes on late night TV or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But ugh, sickening. Sickening.
All right, we're going to try to find your appearance on Leno. Let's go to Max in Dallas. Hey, Max.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
What's up, Max?
Well, actually, I got two quick things, and then I'll punch out. One, little Jimmy. There's a girl down here. She used to work at the Lodge, and she said she wants to put on a squirting show for you.
Oh, the Lodge, you in Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic strip club, man.
We've been there.
That's great.
That's the place where they have really good steak too.
And lobster, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, steak, lobster, and really hot girls. And there's like Lodge where they have like animal heads all over the place.
Wow.
But,
the motif is like an actual hunting
lodge.
But it's like a real restaurant. I mean, the food is great.
Yeah. She used to work there, and she just got burned out and quit. And she said she's got her vibrator ready for you, so whenever you get down here, she'll...
Hey, what's the other thing that happens in Dallas?
Thank you.
I'm cutting you off, but what's the other thing that happens in Dallas after the bars close? They call it Legs and Eggs, I think?
Oh, yeah, at the Lodge, yeah.
That's at the Lodge, too?
No, wait a minute. I'm trying to
that's at another strip club. Like all the other bars, this guy's going to just keep talking because it's Max. Yeah, that's how this one strip club advertises that after the bars close.
The Club or the Penthouse Club.
Oh, my God. Shut up for a second. Didn't you hear Opie talking? Like it's a conversation, dude. You talk, and then we comment on what you talked about and embellish a little bit. Bring in our own experiences with that place, maybe. But you just ba, 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 ba. Opie's in the middle of a sentence, and you start fucking talking. What an ass! Shut the fuck up! Did you hear this? Shut up! God damn it!
All right, well, you guys come out of here.
Bye, fella. Oh, hey, Max.
All right, well, anyway, it was no big deal. But
yeah, what are you talking about?
I know, basically.
I was what?
I went down
and they serve eggs, and eggs are really good.
I know.
You like eggs? I like eggs. Eggs and legs, they rhyme.
Well, it's a strip club.
So do dregs.
Jesus Christ. Shut up.
Basically, you get your eggs and strippers, so they call it eggs.
Eggs and legs?
Or legs and eggs. And
I am not one to eat at a strip club.
And I don't want to blow up anyone's spot, but I was down there with some boys. And one of these guys decided to make out with one of the strippers and give her his strep throat on purpose.
Oof, wow.
Who did that?
Brutal.
I can't say.
Oh, please. How can you not? That's fantastic.
But this person was so hammered that he figured it would be a fun goof to spread his strep throat.
How do you get a stripper to kiss him?
It's Dallas, man. Those girls were from like Oklahoma and like weird little towns that came to the big city.
I love Dallas.
So,
Kelly hooked me up with like a massage parlor when I was down there.
Yeah.
Every Dallas is considered like the Bible Belt. There's nothing but like whorehouses. And I go to this. They were a sponsor actually on their station, and they hooked me up and they said just give us a review the next day, and I did. I gave them a great review. And as a joke, like later, I mentioned whores or something as a goof, and they flipped out. They were
really
just like, "Ah, shut your mouths."
We're not whores.
Yeah,
yes, you are. We're selling your ass. You're a whore.
You're a whore.
You're a whore. Rossi,
there's a whore in your city.
What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, the strip clubs with food. Not into it. I don't care how high end it is. You call it legs and eggs. I don't want food around the strippers.
The food was excellent. It really was excellent.
Ain't gonna happen.
I normally agree with that. I would agree.
But a lot of these clubs, that's the direction they're going.
Used to go to a place called the Carousel out on Long Island.
Well, you wouldn't order food from the Carousel, you
don't
idiot.
order. They put food out.
But
I wouldn't. I know what you're saying.
That's the difference.
But I'm just talking as I'm sitting there drinking my $10 beer.
Ant's talking about a strip club that's one of these just off the road places where it's dark and there's boards on all the windows and it looks like an old house.
Yeah,
right. And you park behind the place because you're embarrassed to be there. Right. Of course, you don't need that at a place like that. You're not getting finger food in a place like that.
What they would do is put out one of those big 8-foot
heroes. We're talking about the lodge. It's like really nice. Did you fart and you just
no,
I
didn't actually.
He's halving a banana.
Oh. Where the waitresses, they're not nude. You got the dancers over yonder, whatever. And
Don't care.
And then the waitresses are dressed really sexy, and the food is excellent. And
how is the food served? I know you can't look at Jimmy eat a banana. He starts filleting it, licking the underside of it. It's just disgusting to watch. My favorite is when he pushes the back of his head with his other hand onto it. How is the food served at this place? Do you get it yourself?
Like going to Morton's or something, man.
Do you get it yourself, or does somebody bring it over?
No, they bring it over. Really nice.
They bring it over.
Nice presentation.
Like a waiter.
Really nice drinks and wine list. I mean, it's a real deal. It's not
a restaurant with strippers in it.
Yeah.
Instead of a strip club with
But
food.
high-end food, I'm telling you. Like really good steak, really good lobster.
Right, that might be.
I'm not talking about the carousel where they have some cook that's wiping his nose and making you chicken wings.
No, what it was
to check out the strippers.
It was an 8-foot hero, and then the chicken wings and some like
pasta. Of course I wouldn't eat there.
With the canned heat underneath it and stuff, and then you get these sleazy people that are giving the chicks, they're shoving dollars down their G-string and then using their hands to pick the food up. It's just,
yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah, salad.
Dude, this place has, I mean, like, it's like a steak joint, really. It has really nice menus. I mean, it's the real deal.
Yeah.
And it's cheap, too. It's not expensive, but it's really, I was going to say, a lot of quality for your buck.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go to Todd in Jersey. Todd.
Endorsement.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey.
You suck that banana.
There's this place down in Philly called Daydreams, and they'll cart your alcohol in for you. You bring, like, kegs and shit, and by the end of the night, they have this thing where they fill up this girl's crotches with frickin' whipped cream and throw cherries on them, and you eat the cherry out of it. And one of my buddies actually ate a girl's ass and got thrown out. It was the worst thing. I harassed them for it.
He should have been thrown out.
No, he shouldn't have.
It was freaking awful.
It's,
you guys are great. I'm fucking punching out. Talk to you later.
All right, bye. That is just the worst. Jeff in Jersey, what's up?
Yo, top of the morning, fellas.
Hey.
Hey, how about that place in New York that's doing nude dining?
Oh, it's been on the news the past couple of days. There's a restaurant that offers nude dining. Nude dining. I believe they
Wait,
do
nude dining means that you're nude.
Yeah. The people come in.
Everyone gets nude?
Everyone gets naked. You sit down and have your dinner. What it is, though, it's a private party type thing. So you have to invite everybody. If you get a party together of 20 or so people, they close the doors, put private party, on the door. And you go in, everyone takes their clothes off, sits down, and the staff serves you, and the staff is clothed. But, you're completely naked eating. But then they, open the doors up, and the public can come in and sit on your ass-stained seat.
Yeah, what is the point of this,
on the floor. Some people want to be with other people nude. It's like a nudist colony type feel. And the people that go, from what I saw on the video, pretty much what you would get at the nudist camps. You think it's all good. Oh, hot. We can play volleyball with some nude chicks, and they're going to be all hot. It's all these old hippies that are just fat and old and naked, and you want no part of.
Right.
And that's who's sitting in those seats before you go in there.
You ever see nude people that are so fat that they look like they're still wearing clothes?
Oh, it just covers up their genitals, their big fat bunt.
Well, that's a weird concept.
Yeah. Nothing better than that. That big bunt with a C-section scar on it, just flapping over that. Ugh.
You're trying to eat a meatloaf. It looks exactly like the guy across the table. No reason for that. Big black burn victim sitting there enjoying his food.
Let's go to Pam.
Darling, there's a tit in your steak.
Hello?
Hey, Pam, how are you?
One.
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hi. Hello.
I might get a car crash for this, but I heard the legs and eggs, and I thought down in the South they could call one tits and grits.
What was that? Wait a minute, I didn't hear it. Call it what?
Tits and grits.
Thank you.
Oh.
She tried to make her presentation a little more confident. Anyone else pick up on that?
Tits and grits. Yeah.
Tits and grits?
Yeah.
All right, Pam, thank you.
That was a good one.
Sure was. Let's say hi to Jeremy in Maryland. Jeremy?
What's going on, gentlemen?
How are you, Jeremy?
Hey, real quick, Norton, are you going back over to Iraq at all?
No, Colin and Bob Kelly and Steve Byrne are actually going, I think, in March. And I would love to...
Yeah, because I'm going back the 19th, and I saw you when you were over last. That was at Camp Cobra.
What city was that in?
Fallujah?
Oh, we weren't in Fallujah, were we?
No, I was in Fallujah, but you guys played in at the main capital. I can't remember where the hell you played at. Anyways,
I love listening to conversations that only matter to two
people. Get
people.
the money snatch before March 19th. I'll put up $500 of my own dollars.
Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna do that money snatch. We got to do the money snatch.
We don't have to
I'll
take your
listen
money.
up for it, but if you guys can come up with it, I'll call back in, give you guys my information.
Your
and
money's
I'll
no
put up
good here,
500.
Mr. Torrance.
Yes.
I'll put up $500 of my own dollars.
Not a matter that concerns you at this time.
All right, thanks, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
You know, it's not a bad idea though. We could sell, seats to watch.
Oh,
kind of like an execution. We got the execution window in front of us.
That really is an execution window.
We got this.
Yeah.
We're in this obviously studio with this big window that kind of looks like you could look in here, like someone is getting killed,
executed.
But then again, how can we leave the window open? We'll have to make sure that no one else...
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right,
We'll figure it out. But we have to get the Money Snatch game back on the program.
Agreed.
With that whole Stalker Patty thing, we forgot that women will do just about anything for money.
Anthony from Jersey, same way I feel about this. Forget food. When a stripper comes up to me at the bar, I put my hand over my drink. I've done that. Some of those really skanky clubs. He goes, there's some pretty skanky clubs out on Long Island that you and Opie have probably been to. Yep.
Probably.
And I'm sure old...
Want me to name them all? Tender Trap, Carousel.
I'm sure old Bisquick Balls has been to some of the ones in Jersey. Yeah. Brass Monkey out there, Bird's Place in Ronkonkoma. Been to these clubs, and, man, it's the afternoon. You're going for lunch. They got the afternoon weekday girls in there, so you just know it's a nightmare. And they would start walking. They used to stand on the bar and walk on the bar. I don't know if they do it anymore. And you would just give them dollars and stuff, and they'd walk by. You give them $1, and they'd squat down and start do this dance on the bar right in front of you. Meanwhile, your beer is sitting right underneath her. So whatever she's got on there as she's jiggling around is just coming off and going into your beer.
Just a little yeast flaking off.
Couple of pubes.
Little yeast flaking off and landing in your beer.
Oh, as she makes a scratching noise on her pubes. So watch them all tumble down into your beer as she's got a white residue under her fingernails.
Psoriasis. Flaking awful groin area. I told you, when I was in that place in upstate New York, a strip club, the girl had one of the sexiest actual physical vaginas I've ever seen, looking.
Yeah.
But it had that milky substance, which is a yeast infection.
Discharge.
Yeah. It was like a
I
little
was
milky.
gagging.
Yeah.
I was just gagging.
Because it smells.
Oh.
You ever bang and pull your mule out and see that milky stuff on your mule?
Oh.
That's
How could
awful.
something that looks like a delicious McDonald's vanilla shake smell so horrid?
It really is.
Where's the vanilla smell and flavor? It's not there.
No, it's just foul.
Oh.
It smells like rotting innards.
Deteriorating bakery.
Let's say hi to Kurt in Florida. Kurt.
Hey.
What's up, Kurt?
Morning, guys.
Hey.
I had an idea for your money snatch.
Okay.
An idea.
Money snatch part duel with quarters. Take a roll of quarters, put them in a condom, tie a condom up, put a ribbon on the bottom of the condom, set them upright, have the girls squat over the quarters, run across the room, and drop them in a bucket.
That should be like a mole contest where we have girls try to be moles, drug moles, and we put something valuable in condoms, and they got to shove it up their ass.
You guys.
Yeah, we know. We know.
We've been bitching about that since last week, but
thank you for being quiet, though.
Hey, no problem.
All right.
fact.
Why can't they hear us?
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
Where's Morris? Can
And
they
then I have
turn
to-
one of the levels up a little bit?
Then I have to
They're up
spend
as
an
loud as
hour,
they
an
can
hour
go.
and a half on the phone with.
They're up as loud as they can go.
Without feeding back.
Well,
yeah.
there's a problem then.
Well-
It's not the volume thing. There's a problem somewhere else that isn't being addressed or fixed.
Well, and then, I have to take phone calls for an hour, hour and a half on a Friday afternoon about the bitching and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
But
And then-
this is something we've
and
talked
then-
about
And then
for
the first
a while
opportunity
now.
for them to show us that they're actually in charge, it's still a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the problem because I bitch too much.
Shouldn't a tech guy be sent down immediately
Yep.
to fix this? Like today, he should have been on a train coming here to fix this stuff today. Where's the problem? Why do we get it to be announced? Or, yeah, they're coming eventually. Computer, same problem. Still
doing it?
Yeah, still broken. Phones, still broken. Where are the guys? Why aren't they immediately on a train coming here to fix this stuff?
I don't know. I don't get it anymore.
Busy doing something else? Why?
I don't get it.
I don't either. It doesn't make any sense not to have somebody here fixing
And then
this
people's
immediately.
feelings are hurt because we yell and scream and
Fuck
complain
'em.
on the air. And then the first opportunity to fix things, they're still not fixed.
Fix
so,
it.
Fix
it.
What do you want me to
Fix it.
say, man?
Drug mule.
Huh?
Did I say drug mole?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did say.
Don't they call them moles, though, too?
No.
It's a
That's
mule?
Aldrich Ames. The moles in the CIA and
All
stuff.
right, Brandon from Long Island, you correctly called me out on that. Thank you.
Lynn, what's up?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
I was laughing at the guy who said he would put his hand over his drink. I used to dance at the bar, and I wouldn't even drink out of the glasses. I would pretend to drink beer because at least I know they were sanitary.
And you were a dancer.
I was, yeah. I'm
What-
a grown-up now.
What club?
The Painted Pony. Ew, I know. Don't even.
Ooh, are you a little skanky?
I used to be.
Nice.
What do you do now?
I work in the doctor's office.
Wow.
You want to hear the best? You want to hear the best?
What?
I work in an ass doctor's office.
You work in an ass doctor's office?
Yeah.
You weren't helping out my doctor on Friday, were you?
Were you bent over and getting a camera up your ass?
Well, I was bent over.
Lynn, when did you used to dance? How old were you?
17, I started. I started at the Bare Necessity in Island Park.
Bare
That
necessity.
story, I got a really quick story for that one, though.
Right.
I worked days there. Didn't know my first cousin was the night manager until I had to work one night.
Oh, so you walk in there, your first cousin's waiting for you?
Yeah, and I was like, you use a stage name. I was Mickey, right?
Yeah.
Mickey's staying tonight, and I look over, and who's walking in?
So what did you do? You got naked in front of him?
I kind of snuck out and, never went back to the Bare Necessity again.
Damn, that would have been really hot watching your first cousin dance
but it
naked.
was kind of creepy, 17,
He didn't see you?
At that point?
Yeah.
No, strip is a skanky. We just kind of leave anyway.
And now what made you get out of the business?
Kid.
Oh, you had a kid?
Yeah.
By some biker guy?
I wanted to yeah.
All the strippers have sex and kids with bikers. Every single one of them.
Yeah, that's what you do. You do that. The last club I danced at, the old Raven's Nest. Does that ring a bell? An old gentleman?
It certainly does.
Oh, yeah.
Loved the Raven's Nest.
Just go wash your hands now.
We've probably seen you naked then.
Oh.
This isn't Linguini, is it?
No, just so close.
No,
This
dancer
is-
named
I wouldn't
Linguini.
live there.
Oh, that's classic.
All right, gentlemen, punching out. Got to go stick a camera up an ass.
All right, there she goes. Now she looks up assholes.
She's 17. 17 on Long Island. Dancing, stripping in the club. That's great.
We're going to take a little break, Anthony. We found old Jimmy Norton's appearance from Leno. Have we ever played this on the air? No. We never played this on the air? Why?
Not my knowledge.
You just never did it.
Wow, this is pretty impressive.
Tonight Show.
Tonight Show with old Jimmy Norton. Is the intro on it?
I believe it's everything.
Oh, cool. Let's take a listen.
My next guest, a talented comedian, a regular panelist on Comedy Central's Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn. He'll be on Opie and Anthony show every day on XM Satellite Radio starting October 4th. Please welcome his first time on The Tonight Show, Jim Norton.
Thanks, everybody. How are you? Good.
I feel a little odd. I've been depressed. I had a 3-year relationship end. I was with the same girl for 3 years, and I started to have erection difficulties. We had different ideas as to what the problem was. She bought me Viagra. I bought her a treadmill. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all about compromise. I'll eat a pill. Just get on the machine, you monstrosity. And to answer your next question, yes, I realize that I'm not a visual treat. You ever look at yourself nude in a full-length mirror and you want to fall on a knife? I am awful looking naked. From the waist up, my body looks like a scallop. That's what I look like. Picture a scallop with B cups. I have the type of breasts you read about in a Judy Blume novel. Budding and curious. You ever have a moment of clarity about your awful torso? I took a hot shower once, and you know how after a hot shower, even after you towel dry off, because of the steam in the room, your body still has a glistening sheen to it? Which on some body types is very alluring and attractive. However, on this body type, it looks like you were involved in a sex crime. So I go to put on a T-shirt. The T-shirt I'm wearing right now is an extra large, very comfortable. The one I had this day was a medium, and it was made of rayon. So I know I'm in trouble. As soon as I get to my shoulders, you ever have to start rolling a T-shirt down over my breast and down my rotten torso? And it grips all of my fat, and it wraps around my body, and I'm naked below the waist. I look like a mushroom. And I realized at that moment, if I had a gun, I would have shot myself right there in the bathroom. And it would not have even been necessary to leave a note. Cops would have showed up the next day, found my headless torso. Wonder why she did that. See, women think they're the only ones with, like, body issues. Men have them, too. I hate going to the beach because no matter how hot it is, I have to wear a T-shirt. I was in Cancun for spring break this year, and I don't know if you can tell under these lights, but I don't tan particularly well. I have the complexion of a urinal. So I'm in Mexico. It's 110 degrees on the beach. I'm wearing a long T-shirt. I have on Sunblock 45. I'm holding an umbrella like some bisexual Mary Poppins. I'm creeping out all the college girls. You know, where do you go to school, ladies? And it was so depressing to not hook up down there because all the girls are beautiful and they're drunk. I don't drink, but I like girls who do. I'm not one of these annoying, self-righteous men. You know, I don't like a girl who's too drunk. I don't know what too drunk is. I've never seen it. And I hear a girl going, nobody loves me. She's halfway to where I need her to be. It is amazing what I will tolerate on a date. You ever have this dilemma? I went on a date recently with a beautiful girl who had the breath of an open grave. Now, I can tolerate breath that's slightly off. The little gal must have had an onion. But this is the type of breath that made you go, ugh. She's smuggling diapers under her gums. It was putrid and awful. It reminded me of the liquid that collects at the bottom of a garbage bag. Yeah. I can't believe I slept with her twice. Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Opie Anthony Dance Party Weekend.
Wait. Nah.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Comedy gone too far.
M202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
Let's say hi to Tim in New York. Hey, Tim, what's going on today?
How's it going?
Pretty good, buddy.
That girl, Linguini, she works in the Nassau County DA's office.
Really?
How funny is that?
I thought Anthony was making up a stripper name.
No, she used to work at the Carousel.
Was she hot?
The Carousel,
Yeah.
Gaslight, all of them.
Wow, she works for the DA now.
Yeah, and it was 3 girls. There was a girl named Tia Linguini, and another girl who was half white and half black, who was into like Antichrist stuff, you know, the devil worshipping and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, the devil.
Yeah. All right, have fun, guys.
All right, thank you.
Long Island
Bye-bye.
strippers, breed of their own. Definitely.
Strippers, where are they now?
Yeah, right.
So far, 2 strippers have called. One looks up assholes now.
Yeah, she works in an ass doctor's office.
And another one works for the DA's office.
If you're an ex-stripper from Long Island, we want to hear from you. Call us now.
Only if only if you're doing something pretty different now.
Yeah, unless you're still stripping. Then.
Not, I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Stay-at-home mom.
With 2 little ones.
How embarrassing is that? How do you explain those awful tattoos to your kid? Those bad Long Island stripper tats. Oof. One's on the ass, over the ass. You put on a bathing suit to take your kid out, and it's got a, Mommy, what's that? Why is there a picture of a Harley Davidson on your back? Ooh.
Enough with the tattoos. They're not necessary. You want to get a little one on your ankle? All right. I don't mind that.
A little one on your ankle?
Or whatever. Women get little ones that are kind of cute.
You don't like the tattoos right above the crack?
Very dangerous.
On women?
Very
Above the
dangerous
ass?
to have.
Yeah.
I've only seen one. I mean, it's very rare that you
It can't be too big, but...
Dude, they have
very sexy.
A
if
very
done right.
limited shelf life in the term of life. Once you start hitting your 40s, 50s, you got that over your back.
But at that point, it doesn't matter anymore.
It certainly does.
That's why I laugh at people like, well, you know, when you get older, that tattoo's not... But when you get older, you don't care what you look like. So you don't care if the ink is fading and it's stretched out now, the tattoo.
Nothing worse than seeing an old grandma with a tit tat. You know, she's wearing something...
well, I'm against the tit tat.
A little low cut, and she's got a tat on her tit.
See, I don't like the tit tat.
No?
No, leave that area alone.
Either.
Leave it alone. They just mark it up.
Any grandmas with tattoos look ridiculous.
Yep.
They look ridiculous. Horrid.
Do you want to take a silly phone call?
Why not?
Do you see that one?
Yeah, of course I do.
This might deserve this. Hold on, let me go. Let me go here.
Ring, 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 banana phone. Ring, 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 banana phone.
Let's go to the banana phone and talk to Chris in Massachusetts. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Let's see. A couple of years ago, I was at the Other Side in Fitchburg, skankiest strip club in Massachusetts, I think. And we had this skanky little trailer trash stripper dancing over my friend's beer, open tap beer. Boom. Klingon falls right into it. So
Oh,
we couldn't
stop it.
Oh, yeah. We couldn't tell him, though. We let him finish it. Take that tasty treat.
Get
down
out
and
of
everything.
here.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
saying she dropped a milk dud in his beer?
Oh, yeah.
A dingle?
Oh, dingle.
Punch it out,
Stop
guys.
it.
I don't know. You think that's real?
No. Absolutely not.
Why
That
not?
is absolutely not true.
Tony on
The
Long Island.
G-string would have knocked it off like a lot sooner than
The
that.
G-string would have flung
She'd
it
have
across the
felt
room.
it. I mean, how do you get? Come on.
What kind of guy would get that lucky to have such a treat fall into
Oh.
his beverage?
Yo, what's up, boys?
Would have looked
You
good in the
ever go to,
martini
Body
glass.
Talk in Sheldon?
Huh?
You ever go to Body Talk in Sheldon?
No.
Right off Jericho Turnpike. They used to have this fat chick. She had to be like 45. This was 10 years ago. And she would like let everybody suck her tits up and down the bar.
Really?
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's Long Island.
All right, boys, punching out.
All right, thank you. Well,
That's great.
Mike in Ohio. Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, you're talking about old ladies with tattoos. My grandmother has the Harley Davidson wings tattooed across her tits.
Isn't that
She's
great,
like-
Grandma?
She's 70 years old now, and she got it when she was like 63.
Wow. Why did she get it so old?
Because she met up with a younger biker guy. She moved to Myrtle Beach and started dating this biker guy, and now she's divorced, but she's still got a reminder.
Biker guys are some of the weirdest sons of bitches, man.
Why?
Grabbed an old granny
Oh, she might be hot still.
Stop.
Let's not. Hey, George in Colorado, what's up?
Hey, guys. Hey, there used to be a really skanky strip club out here just north of Denver.
Uh-huh.
And at one time, the chick that was the lead dancer, when the place got shut down, about 3 years later, she went on to become a vice cop. She's now like the senior detective in the vice department.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, and she's got all the tats and everything else. And you see her out there working the prostitution detail.
Stripper makes good. All right. Thank you, George. Looking at the front page of the Daily News, Anthony, this carded thing, what is this about? News investigation finds porn passes sold to kids for X-rated website?
Yeah. You can buy these cards. They have dollar values. It's so you don't have to use a credit card to go to the site.
Oh, so I see like this hot blonde and kind of like a bikini, and it says $20. So
yeah, so then you could go to that site and spend $20
by punching in whatever number it is.
Yep.
On the back of the card or something like that.
So you don't need a credit card. And apparently these things are being sold to children.
Where are they being sold to children?
They have a 15 and a 16-year-old.
When something is on the front page of a paper and they're saying this is being done, you got to assume that it's an epidemic, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you heard that this is actually going on, except for maybe some isolated cases?
Nope, I haven't. This is the first I've heard of it.
Daily News stinks. You want to put some news, stupid liberal papers? How about the fact that the election worked out a lot better than anybody thought? Why isn't that front page news still?
No, I don't know.
Now Europe is going to grovel.
I don't know. You see that? Jacques Chirac and George W. shaking hands yesterday?
Bush looked like he wanted to smack him in the face.
Oh, because he did. He wanted to smack him. Jacques with that bet. He's just smiling. Oh. Ugh.
When has Europe ever stepped up to the plate and helped anybody? When?
Well, now they're all pals over there now. One big, happy Europe with one big, happy monetary system. And now they're walking around like they've been buddies for life and never needed the old U.S. of A. How about when Germany decides to goose-step its way into your country again? Oh, it'll happen. Mm-hmm. They're crazy over there.
Ever since Russia fell. Once the Soviet Union fell,
they kept them all in line over there.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
And the fear of the Soviets kicking in their doors is exactly why they loved America. Mm-hmm. And now that that's gone, they just show what arrogant, ungrateful scumbags they are.
Yeah, if it wasn't for us, believe me, not even World War II. Yeah, the Cold War, it would have just been commie land over there.
Yeah, they would have traipsed right in there.
Yeah.
You know,
we sure got off track there,
that's
didn't we?
That's right. He's just
talking
about the
porno cards.
Sweetie's looking at the article.
Where did they buy those things?
Well, this is what pisses me off, and the papers do this all the time. The porn cards. These two kids, they were set up by the Daily News.
Oh, okay.
You know, this isn't really like just an epidemic. The Daily News,
an epidemic of teens hired by newspapers.
Right. The Daily News and the Post, they run out of things to write about, so they find these little, quote, like little loopholes, and then they make it a lot bigger than it really is.
Mm-hmm. Where'd they buy them?
Front page of the paper.
Front page of the paper, because the Daily News sent these two, youngsters in to get the cards. These two youngsters weren't going to go get the cards on their own.
No.
And tell you the truth, most youngsters don't even know this is going on, but they know now, thanks to the Daily News.
Why isn't that a crime, by the way, that the Daily News sent them in to get things for porn?
Yeah, I never understood that.
The media's
why
carte
that
blanche.
isn't a crime.
They do this all the time with all sorts of things. The papers and the TV shows, Yeah. It's not really a problem, but they just need some kind of outrageous story, so they're just wandering around looking for this stuff, and then they send in
sting operation.
Yeah, then they send in test subjects and make a big deal out of it. Prepaid cards that unlock one of the raunchiest X-rated sites on the internet are being peddled by bodegas and newsstands across the city, even to underage kids, the Daily News has learned. The Daily News learned this because they did this.
They did it. They learned it.
Let's see. Since it's illegal to sell smut to minors, the cards are printed with an 18 and over warning, but an investigation by the News revealed that some merchants are willing to sell them to youngsters.
Ooh.
You're minors, right? One shopkeeper asked our test subjects, two boys aged 15 and 16, before pocketing their $10 and handing over a card for 14 days of access to a supposedly adults-only site.
$10 for 14 days?
Yeah. You're
That's
getting,
not bad.
You're getting nothing for that money. Who are you kidding? It was hardly the equivalent of selling an adolescent a copy of Playboy.
God.
If the boys had used the car, they would have ended up on a website rife with the rawest close-up photos and videos of sex acts, including intercourse and fetishes.
Oh.
What kind?
Stop.
I think this brings you to FoundryMusic.com.
Yeah.
After hearing that the cars were being sold to kids, we asked two teens, Tom, the son of a news editor, and his pal Graham, to visit 6 Manhattan spots that hawked them. 3 of the stores sold the cars to the teens, while the others refused.
So half of them did it. Not even all of them. 3 out of 6.
And I guarantee the kids were a little you know what I mean? You get in there, get a little pushy.
Yeah. Poor Tom and Graham. What are they going to have to watch now when they jack each other off? Little fairies.
Back under the porch.
So it was another dumb investigation.
That made front page.
That's why I love, you know, these... They do it on just about every news broadcast now. They have that investigation team that goes out and just...
team of annoying bastards.
And they run around with their cameras and they try to get in your face because you're some idiot that maybe you're a carpenter that wasn't that maybe you were a little shady. I don't know, whatever.
You spent a little too long getting the job done. Perhaps you spent the deposit money and didn't return when you said you were gonna.
Right, and
you're a busy guy.
And these troubleshooters and troublemakers that do the local news.
Shame on you.
Shame on you's one here in New York, and they go out and they get
the problem solvers.
You see the finger? Shame, shame, shame,
shame, shame on you. So, you know, these people are brave, though, with the cameras.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then some of these people will get pretty rough and get back in their face. And, you know, I know these guys are scumbags to begin with, but I love when they, you know, push back. I love it. And there was a story we never got to because I think we were in New Orleans there. But the guy that threw a pipe at the guy as he's live.
Yeah, he was doing a live shot in front of the guy's house. And he's doing a story, and the guy just takes a piece of pipe and throws it at the reporter and clocked him, just nailed him.
Clocked him right in the back.
Great.
Live on TV. It was awesome. And then there was another reporter that was getting a little too nosy. And what was the story? You might even have it in the pile there where someone was, you know, up above and just poured a whole thing of water on her as she's on live TV.
That's a good one, too.
Well, if you're going to do that type of troubleshooting, you know, gig, you got to expect that these people are going to fight back.
They're not doing it to help. And I don't even think
they're just doing it for ratings and
anything they don't know. It's for ratings. It's shock value. It's entertainment. And these people are entertainers. They're not out there looking for the hard-hitting news. And you know, when they get some guy that shoves back, it's not somebody, you know, interfering with the freedom of the press. It's some guy that you're hounding, whether it's deserved or not. You're hounding him, and he's snapping back. And if you get, you know, a fist in the face or a pipe thrown at you or water poured over you, you're put yourself in that situation. So
I agree.
Screw it. And I find that very entertaining. And I
it's a lot of fun to watch when they do fight back. I don't really care what they did to deserve the camera crew in their front yard, but
it's great when they go into some, like, you know, they get that guy in some really bad neighborhood that's performing liposuction in his basement. They always get that guy. They send the camera down there. Sir, we've heard that there have been people sent to the hospital. They go away. And they're talking through the crack in the door. And then they always get him leaving, hopping into the car. And they shove the microphone in the window as the guy just drives away. But, you know, who's paying money to get lipo done in a basement in Harlem?
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that.
No.
If you're that stupid, then, you know, have fun.
Shame, shame, shame on the people that went.
Shame on you.
What is that, all the shame on you things? What are some of the subjects? Shame on you, NYPD makes what?
Makes Hall.
I don't know what that is. School bullying, shame on you.
Here it is. Shame on you, the NYPD makes Hall. It's bad enough getting your car stolen in New York. Odds are it will never be recovered. Imagine if it was found by the police, but you weren't told for months.
Oh.
And then were forced to pay a lot of money to get your car back. Shame on you, NYPD.
Shame.
The douche with the gay 70s porno mustache. I can't wait for someone to clock him over the head.
He's not Asa, is he?
Shame on you, school bullying. School bullying is a nationwide problem. New Jersey is one of a growing number of states that has an anti-bullying law. But Arnold Diaz, that's who he is.
Arnold Diaz, right.
Arnold Diaz, who hides behind his camera.
Yeah.
But Arnold Diaz found a group of current and former students of one middle school in New Jersey that say bullying is all too common there. Shame on you.
Shame on the school? Or shame on the bullies?
Shame on the parents for raising faggots.
Yeah. Or shame on the parents for raising the bullies.
The bullies there. Shame on you, insurance headache. Those proof of insurance ID cards we carry in our vehicles are important, especially if we're stopped by the police or involved in an accident. But imagine if the information on the ID cards is false and you don't know it. Shame on you.
On who?
I don't know.
I don't know who we're shaming.
The insurance ID card
people.
Why would we shame Federal Express?
Why?
An animal lover rescued a sick puppy from a Pleasantville animal groomer. Then she got stuck with a big vet bill.
Oh.
Shame on you.
Shame on the vet for saving the dog.
That's right. Shame on that car for missing the animal.
Shame on you, Federal Express. An irate commuter called shame on you to complain about a Midtown street deliberately blocked during the height of morning rush hour.
Oh, because I've seen that. I've seen that. Federal Express, UPS trucks.
Well, they have to double park. You know, you don't mind if they're delivering your package.
Yeah, I'm sure
These guys got to deliver the packages. They don't have a choice. They don't have, like, a convenient spot right in front of the building that's just waiting for them.
Got to park, like, 18 blocks away to deliver your package.
Right. And if they're delivering your package, you don't care if they're blocking the rest of rush hour traffic.
Shame on you.
Who are we shaming there? Federal Express?
I have no idea who's being shamed on these segments.
How about thinner trucks? Why don't they get thinner trucks?
Wow. I don't think anyone's ever proposed that. That is pretty good.
Thinner
trucks? How about thinner trucks?
Wow, I like that idea.
Make them a little longer.
You're higher. They have these big, fat, wide trucks.
Thinner trucks for
Manhattan.
For big cities like New York.
Odd and even buses. That's very interesting, Mr. Norton. Very interesting. The right man for the right job. I take the ball. Wow. Yeah. Well.
Here, listen to this douchebag. Shame on you, stealing money from
How about thinner trucks? They wouldn't block the road. Thinner trucks, that's very interesting, Mr. Norton.
I like the thinner trucks idea, though.
Yeah.
Shame on you, stealing money from a baby.
Oh.
In September, shame on you first exposed the despicable crime committed by Sal.
Despicable Sal.
He had raised money at a job site to benefit a coworker's sick baby and then spent the cash himself.
Oh, scumbag. We know who's shamed there.
Yeah.
Wow, the guy then spent it on himself?
And he got the money from coworkers?
Oh, what a scumbag.
He's just stupid.
Oh, I needed the money.
Let's see.
Give Sal a break.
Rent a truck and you could be out of luck. The Shame on You team uncovers the dangers of some poorly maintained trucks being rented by U-Haul. CBS 2's Arnold Diaz reports.
I'm sure they took a hidden camera, rented the truck, took it to a mechanic, and he was like, oh, the brakes are dangerous. Look, the tires are bald. Then they took it back. Showed the guy at U-Haul.
Showed the guy the tape.
Some poor son of a bitch that just sits behind the desk renting these things.
Yeah, that has a wife at home that just bitches and complains. He's just trying to make a living.
You're renting unsafe vehicles? No. See, look at the tape I have from the mechanic showing bald tires and bad brakes. I can talk to you. Call the manager.
Yeah, because U-Haul trucks are falling apart all over the highways.
Ah, you see it all the time.
Just making this one poor guy's life miserable.
Shame, shame, shame.
Cabinet store shut down. Illegal modeling agency. It was quite a scene when the city's Consumer Affairs Department today shut down a notorious illegal modeling agency that Shame on You first exposed in June.
Oh, no. What happened, Opie?
Well, these places, I know that gag. They've been doing that one on TV forever.
Yeah.
These modeling agencies, you come in with your daughter or something, and then they're like, well, we
have to have sex with her.
Well,
oh no,
you're gonna have to,
shame on me.
You're gonna have to pay $500 to $600 as we take your pictures
headshots,
for your headshots, and then then these,
it's always pumping more money in, but then they don't do anything,
right? Because the girls aren't that hot to begin with.
So you think you're getting a movie audition or something like that, and they want, come on, take your top off, Coco, and you cry, come on, put your thumb in your mouth like a little girl. That's it, Coco.
Oh, yeah. That's very good. Put your thumb in your mouth, Coco. Like a little girl.
With her Her awful. Yeah. What her nipples or breasts look like black candy corns. That's what Irene Cara's breasts look like.
Wow, this guy is screaming they do have thinner trucks. BJ.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey, BJ.
Just so you know, Jimmy, they do have thinner delivery trucks. I've seen them, FedEx. They're like these short, little, skinny things.
Oh, okay. Where do they use them?
I mean, good idea, but they're one step ahead of you.
Do they use them here in Manhattan? I've never seen one.
I've never seen them in the city, but I have seen them around. So
I've never seen a short, thin truck. That'd be good therapy too.
I know. Well, keep an eye out for them.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys.
Let's go to Chris in the city. Hold on. Hold on, Chris.
Yeah. A businessman in Kentucky may face assault charges after he was videotaped choking and apparently attacking a TV news reporter, according to Local 6 News Report in Kentucky, I gather. A news reporter from WAVE-TV in Louisville, Kentucky, was attempting to question the president of a company about an alleged pyramid scheme. Instead of an interview, the man allegedly grabbed the reporter by the throat and pinned him against the wall.
Do you have video of that?
Yeah.
Can we watch?
There's video. TV reporter choked and taped attack. Very good.
If you're going to attack someone, don't do it on camera.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
But well deserved.
Yeah. You know how it is with the web. You get the commercial first. Ooh. There it is. I have no sound because my computer stinks on ice. I asked for it to be fixed. Oh, and then somebody else attacks the camera. I saw the guy pinned against the wall, the reporter. Then somebody stopped. Wow, he pinned him. That was an awful piece of video.
That was the worst video I've ever seen.
You saw it for 2 seconds. He had him pinned against the wall, and then I guess some of his cronies didn't want the guy videotaping his buddy pinning the news guy against the wall and wrestled the camera to the ground.
What, Hawk?
What?
Oh, you got it on video already, the Irene Cara?
Yeah.
Wow, you're good. Let me see.
The Hawk rocks in the studio.
Those are candy corn. You're absolutely right. She has candy corn breasts.
Wow, those are the worst boobs I've ever seen.
Hey, man. She was always so bubbly and happy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh, my God. They're like oversized Hershey Kiss nips.
Yeah.
And they just point down.
Yeah.
Not only down, but to the side.
Yeah.
They're very odd.
Ugh. That is the negative perky. That is the opposite of perky.
Yeah, that's just awful. Chris in the city, what's up?
I'm sure they got better with age.
Yeah, I'm sure they're probably
look really good now.
When they're bad when you're 19, they're going to be fantastic when you're 41.
Hey, Chris.
Probably staples them to the top of her chest.
Yeah. Listen, in New York, in CBS, we have Eat at Your Own Risk. Right. And every month they just pull some crap out of a hat. You know, the hairdo from Oklahoma. She worked in Oklahoma a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Now she's here in New York, and she's a big investigative reporter. Last night, what they did, you know, I'm a coffee drinker. I'm like Jimmy. I'm a coffee maven.
I like a lot of cup of coffee, right or wrong, sir.
A cup of Joe. Why not?
And they went around to coffee shops like Dunkin' Donuts on 86th Street in Brooklyn, which you remember, Anthony.
Yes.
And so on and so on. And, you know, our investigation uncovered 4 major violations. And their investigation consisted of going on the Internet, on the Department of Health website, and getting information on that particular restaurant's report. The problem is with those reports, every restaurant in Manhattan and most restaurants in Brooklyn have rodent problems. That's all there is. The best restaurants in Manhattan have rodent problems, and if they come up that they don't have rodent problems, it's because they didn't happen to see any when they were there.
Yeah.
But anyway, they go on and on about it, and then of course, like Anthony was just saying, they get the Mexican. They go up to the Mexican. Do you know that there's no one here with a food handling license? I don't know what you're talking about. You know, it's just same nonsense over and over again.
Yeah. You know which one I saw last night? I saw the one on the tires. And they teased it at 6 for the 10 o'clock news.
Yeah.
Do you know that your tires are maybe unsafe? We'll tell you why at 10. So now, you know.
Yeah, they really care about your safety.
Yeah,
right.
They don't care about. If they cared about your safety, they tell you right then and there what the problem
was. You might be the one that's going to win the unlucky lottery as you're waiting for the 10 o'clock news.
It's a tease to get you to watch the news. It's not a public safety, little public service that the news is doing that, oh, wow, we found something dangerous about tires. Let's tell the people. It's a way to get the people to watch their newscast by scaring them.
Yeah.
That's it.
What about the one? do you know there's a popular toy that your child is playing with that could kill them?
Yeah.
We'll let you know at 10. And there's your kid in the other room with like a whole room filled with
Full of toys, full of potential death.
Can you please help me out and tell me which stupid toy I got to pull out of the room right now?
Give me a hint.
Jackass.
I'm trying to understand why the media gets carte blanche. They're built on advertising like every other entertainment form.
Entertainment. It's entertainment.
All right, so I guess we were talking about these porn passes. And
yes,
shame.
Eric's got
you were saying with the tires, they just did one over the weekend with the Xbox. That Microsoft is going to be recalling something from the Xbox, and then they teased it on CNN. Took forever. Finally, it was 1 out of every 10,000 Xbox. Maybe the electrical cord got a little warm and could cause a fire.
Oh, well,
that's all it was.
Dangerous.
They were replacing the electrical cord, but they just kept it going for hours.
1 out of 10,000 out of a bunch of millions that were sold. That's kind of a lot. If the cord can burst into flames, maybe you should.
But they should just do it as a news story. He's saying instead
right.
of teasing it, just go
Don't
look.
tease it.
Yeah.
Give us the info.
Yeah. If you have a baby, put his genitals on the cord. If he yells, send it back.
But we all know a lot of people that have Xbox. Do you know one person that this happened to?
No.
A friend of mine.
But how they report it, how they tell you on TV, it makes it sound like every person that is playing Xbox is
bursting into flames.
Having their apartment burst into flames.
Yeah, I actually know someone. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I actually know someone who had an Xbox and their apartment was robbed, and all they left was the Xbox and the camera. And when they developed the film, they found that the warm cord was stuck in the ass of the Haitian burglars.
Wow, really?
Yeah. True story. Happened to a friend of mine.
That's wonderful.
Go ahead, Hawk. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump
Speaking
on
of, was this on the news, Anthony? The New Jersey smoking ban? What is this about? I don't know this one at all.
Well, you could still smoke in Jersey.
Right.
A lot of places you can still light up. And somebody put out a commercial that kind of bashes Jersey.
Because they're allowing smoking?
Jersey's a little angry at some of these pot shots that are taken because they still allow smoking.
All right, and this is the commercial?
Yeah.
As customers light up at bars and restaurants, a new radio ad makes New Jersey the butt of the joke.
The ashtray of the Northeast. That's what New Jersey is fast becoming.
The ashtray of the Northeast. Ramon Jersey blows. Doesn't it just sound awful?
Wow.
Everyone knows Jersey's a real shithole. The ashtray of the Northeast. Yeah, so they're I don't know who's putting out the ads. I kind of, something? I was real against the smoking ban that Bloomberg put in place here in New York, but it's great. Now, I love it.
Well, of course, you got to love it, but that's, I don't know, man. It's a whole thing that's going on, though. You can't tell. It amazes me that you could tell restaurant and bar owners, that they don't let their customers smoke, and it's a legal substance.
Yeah,
we're not talking about pot or something. We're talking about something that is legal, and the government is telling you tough shit.
Here's the thing, I was from the same mindset, but and you shouldn't be able to tell people that own a club that they can't allow smoking in there, because you would assume if somebody goes in there, they don't care if their clothes smell like smoke, if they're breathing in smoke. But the truth of the matter is there are people that have to go into places like this that shouldn't have to put up with it.
Yeah, but it's a free market society. Then there's other restaurants and bars that would pop up if there was.
I'm not talking about that.
But if there was so many people that did not like the smoking, then these other businesses would pop up and do quite well.
Not talking about that. I'm talking about people that have to go in to repair the machinery, people that go in to replace the cigarettes in the cigarette machine.
Well, but you're in for such an infrequent amount of time, such a short period of time you're in this place.
Well, how about us going to do gigs at clubs that
That's not my problem. That you were the ass in school that decided not to work hard. I don't care. But here's seriously, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I don't care if that's your job. You chose that path.
Yeah.
You could get other jobs.
I don't know. Plumbers make good money. What if you're in there?
They make the excuse like, well, the bartenders and the waitresses shouldn't have to.
I'm talking about them.
I know, but that was one of the biggest arguments when this thing first hit, and it's like they shouldn't have to, breathe in smoke. It's like, well, then choose not to do that job.
Yeah.
You're choosing to do that job.
Mm-hmm. The tobacco companies, here's where the asterisk, have done nothing but lie for so long. It's like they lose any credibility as a legal product because they've done nothing but lie about what their product does and what's in it and the effects of it. That's the problem. I mean, I'm an ex-smoker, and I was against Bloomberg's thing, too, the same reason Ant was. But I felt like you did, man. Like, it's a free market. You know, you got to allow people to do what they want. But the tobacco companies kind of canceled out that logic 50 years ago when they just did nothing but lie and made people sign non-disclosure as to what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're scumbags.
When I opened up a suitcase to pack for this trip, there were some clothes in there, and they weren't even in there. I mean, we had taken the clothes out, but the clothes that had been in there were from New Orleans, and the smell of smoke that came out of this goddamn suitcase, it just really permeates everything.
Man, I hate the smell of cigarettes, but it's just a scary road we're going down.
Ramon Febreze, my suitcase.
Let's go back to the commercial here. We'll start over again. The New Jersey smoking ban.
As customers light up at bars and restaurants, a new radio ad makes New Jersey the butt of the joke.
The ashtray of the Northeast. That's what New Jersey is fast becoming.
The American Cancer Society sponsored the radio and print ads. They are designed to put pressure on lawmakers to ban smoking in all New Jersey workplaces, including bars, restaurants, and nightclubs.
It's been a lot of foot dragging. There's been a lot of people in Trenton not paying attention to this issue and leaving workers vulnerable to secondhand smoke.
Restaurant owners like Marty Horn at Pal's Cabin argue the proposed smoke-free workplace law is unfair because people would still be able to smoke at casinos and private clubs.
They're not really thinking through the impact of the whole policy and just using sound bites to try to, yet again give New Jersey another bad name.
You're not being fair. Ashtray ads
This isn't
out
fair.
New Jersey as the one state in our region that has yet to pass a smoking ban.
What does New Jersey have? Big tobacco, big lobbying, and big billows of smoke coming out of our bars and restaurants.
New Jersey's new health commissioner calls passing the ban a top priority, but restaurant and bar owners have vowed to fight.
Please, they'll lose.
They'll lose, just like they did in New York. You know what? And I hate that I'm on the same side as some of these assholes. Oh, the people exposed to the secondhand smoke. And you know what's their whole life is just putting this across.
They're nudges.
They are nudges. Good word.
Nudges.
You're a nudge. You're nothing but a nudge. And big billows of smoke coming out of the bar. You ever driven past the refineries in Jersey?
Sure.
I think that's a lot worse to inhale. Ugh.
And I've heard the secondhand smoke stats are a bunch of crap, too.
That's what I hear,
That people
too,
are not dying constantly. I'm sure it's some sort of hazard on some level.
Yeah.
But, casual secondhand smoke people are not dropping dead from.
It's annoying, but I think if you're working in it, if you're in a smoky bar for years, yeah, you're probably going to do some damage. But, if you're just passing by someone smoking, it's nothing. I see no reason people shouldn't be able to smoke in open arenas, stuff like that. Like, it would bug me if I'm sitting next to somebody at a Yankee Stadium and he's puffing away. But it's outside. Gust of wind's going to come and blow it away.
Well, they're trying to ban it from parks and stuff.
Yeah, parks,
they're
the
trying
beach.
they're trying to get it to the next level.
Yeah.
It's eventually going to be banned.
Huh?
It'll be banned eventually. Totally.
Yeah, you'll be able to smoke in your house. In your stinky house.
No, you
with
won't.
Your yellow walls.
No, you won't, because Big Brother will be watching you.
Well, aren't there companies now that won't hire you if you're a smoker? There's some kind of weird... There's companies that won't hire you now if you smoke, which is...
Yeah, there are
bizarre.
insurance purposes and stuff, because, a lot of companies pay insurance premiums, and the insurance companies don't want employees that smoke, because obviously they're going to be spending more money, the insurance company, if you smoke. So they're saying no, we're not going to hire you if you smoke.
There is a legit argument there, like with seatbelts. You always hear people saying, "What's their right to tell me not to wear?" All right, stupid, don't wear one. But if you go through the windshield and it's determined that you're not wearing a seatbelt, how about this? You're not covered by insurance.
Yeah.
You foot your own medical bill because you cause higher medical bills. My rates go up.
And how about you ram into me, go through the windshield, you die. How about your family doesn't come and sue my ass because you were too stupid to put a seatbelt on?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Not that, man, they're infringing on my rights. I don't want to, I want to ride a motorcycle without a helmet. All right, grapefruit head. You don't strap the thing on. You come out in front of me. You fall off the bike. You crack your head on a curb. You're dead. Or you're a retard the rest of your life. Now I got to pay you because you don't want to put a helmet on? You know, that's the problem.
Right, the rest of the rates go through the roof.
Yeah.
Unless you're somebody like, our own Ben Sparks, who would have a legal argument that he tried to find a helmet and couldn't. And had to hollow out a Volkswagen Bug and wear that on his skull.
Good old Ben. I like how the airline has to adjust baggage loads to put it on the opposite side Ben's sitting on. The plane's got a... My big head, big hog.
All right, well.
I hope no terrorist attack, but Ben will protect the cockpit. Just put his skull in front of it. They'll never get through. His head is here. We can't get in. That's a good impression.
Well.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Oh, speaking of cancer.
What?
Did you or did you not find a job?
I'm still looking for a job. I have to go to class today.
Stop it.
No, I've been filling out applications. There's a place that called me up yesterday.
And what place was that?
So this is another job agency, and they said to keep in touch like once every few days, basically. For them to there's a job that's close by, so for them to, give me a job. And
even the people with the kindest hearts that listen to this program are not buying your crap anymore.
It's the truth.
It's not the truth.
Yes, it is.
You can't find a minimum paying job at this point. You've been at it for 3 or 4 months.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I put in applications.
You're not trying very hard. There are jobs
like
out
I said,
there.
A place called me up yesterday, and they said to call them back once every few days, and they're going to try to set me up someplace.
Why would they call you to
New
tell
Jersey.
you to call them back?
Huh?
Why would they call you to tell you to call them back? Oh, it's an agency now. It's not the place that you just said a place called me for a job.
Well,
but it wasn't the place.
That there's a job available, and they want me to call
lie
up every
on
once
top
in a while.
of lie.
You're a vague idiot.
Shame on you.
I'm not lying.
You are a liar.
I'm not lying.
Hey, Lady Di, what's happening in the world today?
What's happening in the world today?
Yeah.
We watch the news
right.
all the time, and I know what's happening. There's another mudslide in California. There was another one. Okay? Let's see.
Listen to that bad laugh, that teacher.
Something happened on the subways.
That really narrows it down in New York.
The subways.
Like
there was another mudslide in California. That happens pretty much every year.
And something happened on the subway.
And you watch the news every night.
On the subway platform over there.
All right, what happened?
One of your husbands throw himself in front of
another potential suitor said, no way.
So, other than that, we just...
what happened on the subway platform?
Someone was shot. And left there. And they took him to the hospital, and then he died.
All right, you got that one. What else?
I don't know. That's just about it. Besides other stuff, they talk about other things.
Other stuff.
That's it. Besides other stuff. What's the other stuff?
Things.
Well, there's a woman and her son missing in Texas.
Oh, yes. They found her vehicle, right?
And I think they found her vehicle. Yeah, but that's it. But they didn't find her yet, or her son.
You're an uninformed mokes.
Well, no, I watch the news. We watch television, and then say, wow.
You know what, Brian brings up a good point here. On I'm not going to go to the phone with him, but he says tell Di to go to temp.
To go to where?
You haven't looked into temp agencies?
Yes, I have.
And
well, they send me to places, but either the job has been filled, or they said, well, I don't understand why they would have us on file because we're not looking for anybody. That happened to me already for a temporary agency.
Such a liar.
Temporary agency is also a permanent job agency.
Temp agencies have jobs every single day.
Every day. You could go there in the morning when the time when you're drinking. If you went down there then, if you went down there then in the morning, they would give you a job for that day.
I did the temp thing. One summer, when I was going to college, and every day I had another stupid job I had to go to.
Mm-hmm.
One day I had to move a whole warehouse, Anthony. The next day I had to wash dishes at the restaurant that's at the Walt Whitman Mall. I don't even know if it's there anymore. It was on like the second or third floor of one of the department stores.
But they
and my boss was a retard, literally a retard.
Really? Your
Yeah.
boss was a retard?
I swear to you. He
See,
was,
so there's hope
he
for
was
you,
the,
Di. You
quote,
could be the boss.
He was the, quote, top dishwasher, and he told me
Oh.
what to do all day.
Great.
But Lady Di, there's no jobs out there for you.
Well, you know what? I have been looking, and there will be places that are calling me back.
Stop it. Do you realize how long you've been saying this?
A long time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a little while.
No, not this long, unless you're not looking and you're not serious.
I am looking.
You're still milking the welfare?
Yep.
What?
When's your welfare run out?
I don't know.
You have to know when your welfare runs out.
You know you're a rump roast of a human being.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
You're a waste. You're a
No,
burden
I'm
on the
not.
taxpayers. You're a burden.
I am not.
You're a beast of burden on the taxpayers.
Untrue.
It's true. You're a stringy-haired lump.
Yeah. When was the last time you did anything nice for anyone else?
Yeah.
Where
The
people
last time I did anything nice for anyone?
where someone said, "Wow, I am so glad that I'm associated with Lady Di."
Well, I do nice things for Marion.
Like what?
Like what?
All the time.
Name one.
Name one?
Oh, God.
Name one thing.
That repeating, that fucking
all right,
repeating
all right.
of the question we ask you I want to choke you.
All right.
You want to choke me?
I told her happy birthday on her birthday, and I gave her a card.
That's your idea of being nice, that you extended a common courtesy that I extended to stupid, drunk Martini Steve this morning?
No.
Why can't you live at the bottom of a hill in California?
Oh,
jeez.
What
No,
is
but
your
I do
purpose,
nice things for
Lady
her.
Di? What is your purpose for living? Seriously.
Well, like I said, I'm looking for work.
What is your purpose,
Okay,
though?
and it's
Like,
just
what?
not
Why
gonna last long.
Why do you deserve to just continue walking this planet?
Oh, come on.
No, I'm dead serious.
No, I don't know. I
You
don't
know you're a
believe
burden to
you,
your
but
family. You know you're a burden to your friends.
I am not a
You know
burden
your
to
son doesn't
anybody.
even want to hang out with you anymore. So what's the reason to even live
Who
at this
doesn't want to
point?
hang out with me anymore?
You have no motivation to get a job and get yourself back on your
what do you
feet.
think I'm
You
doing
spend your
later on?
nights drinking
No.
into
Yes.
oblivion.
No.
yes.
Give me one reason why you should live.
One reason why I should live.
Yeah.
All right, my son.
Do you bring happiness into his life?
Yes, I do.
How?
I do a lot of things for him.
Like
When was
what?
the last time you saw him?
The last time I saw him, the last time I even talked to him was yesterday.
When was the last time you saw him?
The last time I saw him was last week.
See? The last time I talked to him yesterday. No, and I said saw. Last week.
Mm-hmm.
So you see him once a week?
No, yeah, just about once a week.
Once a week, and he's doing fine, isn't he?
Whenever I can.
And
I see him.
He's doing fine, right?
He's doing great.
Without you. He's doing
Oh,
fine without
he's
you.
doing great anyway. He's going to school the days he's supposed to go to school. He's doing good. So
He goes to
he's
school
doing,
when he's
doing
supposed to.
great.
Yeah, without you.
There's no problem with that.
Without you, though.
You bring no joy into your own life or into anyone else's life, and you're
I
nothing
bring
but a burden.
joy into people's lives.
Whose life are you bringing joy into?
A lot of people.
Name
My
me one.
friends,
You
my
have none.
family, a lot
You
of
got no
people.
friends.
My son.
No, he's doing
Yes,
fine.
I do.
He's doing fine without you. Because
I
mommy
bring joy into
mommy
your
doesn't get a
life.
job. Mommy doesn't get a job. Mommy has no money to take care of me.
That is not true.
Yes, it is. Why isn't he with you? Because you have no money to take care of him.
No,
Why then?
I never said that.
Why
I never said that.
why isn't he with you?
Well, first of all, my father's house, okay, is probably a lot better for him. It's bigger.
And
everything.
the
He
reason
has
you don't
friends
have
over there.
a better place is because you don't have a job that could pay for it.
No.
So the reason you don't have your kid is because you don't have a job, because you can't pay for a child.
Okay, whatever you say.
So that's
But
what it
not
is.
True.
So you're in a flop house basically with other drunks.
No.
And you got a
No.
responsibility out there. You got a son.
No, but no. It's not like that at all.
You think it oozes into her head during her drunken stupor that, that moment of clarity where she should go out and try to look for a job, but instead she sits there and just keeps drinking?
No, I'm not.
She'll walk by that
sitting here.
school
First of all,
picture.
it's early in the morning.
the
okay?
school picture of her
And I'm not
little
going to be
boy.
sitting here all day.
When was the last?
I have to go out anyway.
When was the last time you worked?
The last time that I worked was in May.
That's almost a year ago.
2004. I know.
You've chosen alcohol over your child.
No,
Yep.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I did
Yes,
not.
you did.
I did
Yes,
not.
you did. Infinity.
You've chosen it over your son.
I did not do that.
You certainly did.
And I don't hang out with drunks either, so.
You haven't worked in 9 months.
So?
9 months.
I know. But what am I supposed to do?
Stop drinking.
And get a job.
Okay. What do you think I'm doing today?
Nothing.
Nothing.
This is the same phone call we took a month ago. You're going to do nothing.
No,
Stop
I'm not doing anything
drinking.
today. I have one
slob.
appointment I have to keep. I got 2 appointments I have to keep, and then I may go for a job in Avenel.
What appointments do you have?
I have to go to the class. Okay? I have to go to the class. That's in Plainfield, and then I have to go. From there, I have to go. I have an appointment I have to keep, and then from there, what I might do from there is, or even before that, if I have enough time, go to Avenel and fill out a couple applications over there.
You are just such a liar. What appointment do you have to keep?
I have an appointment with a therapist.
Uh-huh.
And I have to keep the appointment with the therapist.
And what's this therapy about?
The therapy is about me and everything like that. So
Have you gone
I
before?
definitely got to keep the appointment.
Have you gone
About me
before?
and my family.
Have you gone before?
Huh? What was that?
Have you gone before to therapy?
Yeah.
For how long?
This will be the 3rd time.
All right.
And do you tell them about your drinking?
Did I tell them about my drinking? No.
Why not?
Because I'm not going to tell them anything like that.
That's a big part of who you are.
Well,
and your problems.
So you're lying in therapy.
You're an alcoholic.
no, I'm not lying for therapy.
Yes, you are.
You're an alcoholic.
They don't have to know that.
They do so.
They should know everything about you if you're going to do
What do you want me
therapy.
to say?
That
How
I'm
about
an
the truth?
alcoholic and help me before my liver explodes.
Oh, jeez.
Look in the
no.
mirror.
That
Your
ain't gonna
skin
happen
color is
either.
changing. Your hair is greasy because alcohol is just leaking out of your body.
No.
All right, good. Then keep just being an awful mother. Keep being an awful, irresponsible, unloving mother. Keep doing that.
I am
You don't want
not.
to tell the truth, then don't tell the truth.
I'm a loving mother.
You're an awful mother.
Oh, you're a horrid mother.
You won't even tell the truth in therapy to help your family.
How many times did your little boy have to kiss you and smell alcohol on your breath?
Never.
Do you realize that you're in the same situation that a crackhead mother would be in?
But I'm not in that situation.
Yes, you are.
No,
Your
I'm not.
kid is taken away. You're unemployed, and your kid is living with one of the mother's parents. That's how crackheads.
My kid is living with my father.
Right.
His
That's
grandfather.
That's how crackheads live. Send them off to the grandparents because you're not fit to take care of them yourself.
No, that is not true.
I got to tell Slappy and everybody else. Slappy from Jersey is a little confused. Guys, am I listening to Best of?
Yeah, exactly.
This is the same conversation from 3 months ago.
Exactly.
No,
No,
this is indeed a new show.
Ask me something else. And we'll talk about something else.
What's there to talk about? You've chosen alcohol over your son.
No, I did not
You
do
have.
that, Jim.
Just remember that when you put your fat head on the pillow. You've chosen alcohol over your son, and you can't even be honest in therapy. You can't even tell the truth there.
Jim, it is not like that at all.
It certainly is.
It is so like that. Everyone around you has said it.
Oh, boy.
Your best
I don't
friend
know.
Marion has said it.
I don't know. I don't
Yep.
know what to say.
Nothing. Just keep lying. Why not? That's done a good job for your family so far.
No, Marion wouldn't say anything like that.
All right, Lady Di, you're in such denial.
Yeah, you
I
are.
am not in denial.
We're not trying to make good radio. We're just giving you, a taste of reality, and you're not listening once again.
I'm listening to you.
You're not
I'm
ready.
listening to you, and I'm telling you, these are the places that I have to go
Just
today.
keep
I don't
failing.
sit around the house.
Just keep failing your son. You don't care about him. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's all about you.
You let Daddy raise him.
I never say anything like that because it's not true.
You don't have to say it. You live it. You're
Yeah.
selfish.
No.
Let Daddy raise him.
Yeah, just let your dad
No.
raise him.
You're
It's
self-centered.
not like that at all.
It's exactly like that. You're self-centered in the extreme.
Right now he's living there with them.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we said let
Last
Daddy
long.
raise him.
He'll be back over here.
No, he won't.
No,
How long has he been gone?
How long has he been gone?
Oh my God! If I had a gun.
All right. He's been gone for a while. Okay.
How long?
But no, it doesn't matter.
How
It was last
long
year.
has he been gone?
He was gone since last year.
A year.
A year.
So it won't be long.
No.
A year.
A year.
Not even a year.
A year.
Not even a year.
A year.
So.
And why?
I mean, he's
And-
well taken care of over there for now.
Yeah, but who?
Why isn't he with you, though? What happened?
Yeah, who decided to take the kid away from you?
Yeah.
It does.
Because no mom
doesn't
decides
matter.
to, just go, hey, man, here's
Yeah.
my kid.
It doesn't matter.
I can't handle this.
Who said to you, "Hey, you're not fit"?
It doesn't matter.
Answer the
What
question. Stop lying.
No, it really doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Who said
No,
it?
it doesn't.
Who said it?
Who told you we have to take your kid?
No one said anything like that.
Oh, you just decided to drop him off at your dad's.
Yeah, because I'm sure your dad was thrilled that day.
Yeah.
I don't think that, really, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
I
matter.
raised a failure, and now I got to raise the failure's kid. Great.
No.
Great.
God, Dad is
That is
really
not
proud
true.
of you.
So what happened? Who decided to take him over there?
Jim, it does not matter.
It does matter.
Marion,
Yeah, hi, how you doing?
who took the kid away from Lady Di?
That's nobody's business.
It is, of course it is. We're
That's
all
not.
honest here.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's nobody's business.
Who took the kid away?
Nobody's
Doesn't
business.
matter. My father took him, and that's it.
No, the father did not want to take your
Yes,
kid.
he did.
Yes, he
Well, he had no choice. He had no choice. That's obvious.
Yeah, what was the straw that broke the camel's back as far as him going, look, you got to give me the kid? What happened? Did you say, I'm broke, I can't support
Well, I did. I didn't have any money. That's for sure.
Uh-huh.
So
So
I mean, my father's a well provider for him.
Well, who wants to know about this?
They all do.
She's just...
For what?
I don't know.
It's almost therapeutic for Lady Di. She's got to identify these things
I'm
and
going to see a
understand them.
therapist today.
Oh, stop. You lie to your therapist. You know?
No, I don't.
Guys,
like
he's doing really good.
Have to know that I have
Good
a few
for
drinks
him.
here and there. She doesn't have to know that.
She doesn't have to know that you have a few drinks here and
She
there.
doesn't have to know. She doesn't even ask.
Keep lying. Who cares about your son? Just keep lying.
Yeah, Jim knows
I'm not lying to you.
Ah, yes.
How you doing?
Yes, you are.
Jim knows a little bit about this, Lady Di, so maybe you should listen to him.
I don't care if you listen. Don't listen. You're not going to listen. The old expression: if you're ready, if they're ready, you can't say anything wrong. If they're not ready, you can't say anything right. You're in denial. You're a self-centered animal. You
I
don't
am
care
not.
about your kids, so just keep drinking. That's what it is. Just tell the truth to yourself that you care about drinking and not your son. You
No,
can't
that
even
is-
tell the
you know
truth to your
that's not
therapist. It is true.
Yeah.
You know that's not.
I know
true.
for 100% fact it is true. I'm a drunk. I know the deal.
Well, yeah, no, I understand that. I understand you know the deal, but that is not true.
It's 100%
Doesn't
true.
mean- It doesn't mean I don't care for my son. I care about my son.
Your
Of course I
actions
do.
speak. Actions
He's
speak.
my son.
If
Yeah?
If
Then
you
act
care
like a
about
mother.
if you care about your son, you would stop drinking.
Yeah.
Or at least try to stop drinking. I know it's not an easy thing, but you would at least.
Excuse me. Hello, guys.
What,
Marion.
Hello.
Yes, she's doing what she can do.
She's doing nothing, Marion.
Yes, she
Still
is.
out of work. It's a year, and she's still out of work. Get a
She's going to
job.
school.
Get a job.
It's been 9 months without a job.
So?
And 9 months
Marion?
of
How
heavy
long have you been
drinking.
without a job?
Marion?
Yeah?
Who took her
Come
son
on,
away?
Why do you have to do this?
That's nobody's
Lady Di?
business.
Marion.
Yeah, well, I'm
Lady
telling
Di,
you,
who
it's
took your kid
nobody's
away?
business.
So was it the judge or the father?
Court order?
No, it was not.
Okay, so it wasn't a court order. Who was it?
It was her decision.
Stable right now.
It was
and that's
probably
why
the
my son
son's
is there.
decision. Went to
No, it was
Grandpa's
her
house
decision.
and started crying, going, "My mom's a drunk. She doesn't
No,
even wake
he
up
never,
to."
No.
He went, wow, what's this called? Food?
Yeah, it's got to be going. His little friends all have their parents, and they ask where his mom is, and he has to say, she's home. She'd rather be drunk than take care of me.
No,
Yeah.
that is, that's
How
not
about you
true.
don't be so selfish and realize what this is going to do to your kid when he gets older?
Well, you know what? Right now, I'm job searching right now.
Yuck.
And after
No,
I get
you're not.
myself
You're on the
financially
phone with
stable
us.
Over here, he's
You're on the phone with us, and it's a quarter to
Diane.
9.
Diane,
Yeah.
tell him who you got a phone call from yesterday.
What?
Hopefully Kevorkian.
No, tell him that's the temporary agency.
Yeah, I know.
Well, tell him.
I told them already.
And?
I told them already, and they said check back in a few days. They're going to have an opening
Check
for me. I'm
back in
trying
a
to tell
few
them
days.
that.
We've heard check back in a few days for months now.
Well, what do you want me? You want me to put to get a lie detector test?
To get a
To
job.
prove it to you?
No,
Why
you'd
did
probably melt it and drink it. Oh, I don't tell the therapist I have a couple of drinks. You're so protected. If you protected your son the way you protect your alcoholism, you'd be a good mother.
Oh, jeez.
She's doing pretty good, guys.
No.
She's not
I'm
doing
doing
good.
the best I can. Okay.
Yes.
You're not doing the best.
Marion,
you
is
can.
she still drinking?
Not as much.
Yeah, it's either yes or no.
Very little.
I'm a social drinker. You know what a social drinker is?
Yeah, you're a social drinker in Rome
A glass of wine
in
for
10
dinner.
AD.
Hey, guys, we were going to
You belong in a vomitorium.
vomitorium.
You're not a social drinker.
I love that line.
The visitors yesterday.
I love that line that people use. I'm a social drinker.
Yeah.
I'm a social drinker.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, really? Social drinkers are always unemployed for 9 months and lose their children. That's real social drinking. Just tip one back every once in a while.
No,
Jimmy.
Yeah.
We were going to come visit you yesterday, but because of the snow, we couldn't get there.
Oh, well.
I was kind of hoping...
Couple more weeks.
Yeah, well, you know.
All right.
Hey, I hear you guys are going to L.A. today for a poker tournament.
See, Di, you're just not doing the right thing. Yeah, we are.
Thanks, Lady Di.
I'm not doing the right thing.
Everybody just get into it. Get stupid, get retarded, get retarded, get retarded. Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here. Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here. Let's get retarded.
You can just hear him babbling underneath.
Let's get retarded in here. Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here.
Great song.
Oh, Jesus, they're still there.
I kind of like that.
Now what are they doing? Playing the silent game now?
Of course they are. Well, I'm hanging up. Talk to you later.
Okay, I'll take
Wait.
Bye.
What?
Bye, guys.
Wait.
What?
What's the matter?
Hold on a minute.
Yep.
Because that's what the guy said, right?
Huh?
But I'm not going to come back if he says Tuesday.
Excuse me?
Job tomorrow.
Right, exactly.
I'm going later on today.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let's listen in on a show prep meeting in the Opie and Anthony laboratory.
Hey guys, anyone want a bagel?
No!
Stop ruining the show, Eric.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Feel the love. The Opie and Anthony Show. XM202.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony program. Heading off to L.A. right after the show today.
Yeah.
Anthony will be playing a little poker.
World Poker Tour Invitational. Yes, at the Commerce Casino in L.A. It's going to be great.
Is it open to the public?
I don't think so. No.
Because we're getting a lot of email from the West Coast listeners saying, hey, man, can we stop by and say hi?
Invite only, allowed in.
Yeah.
Well, that blows.
Oh, well.
Is it going to rain the whole week you guys are out there? Because I leave on Thursday morning. You guys will be there till Sunday. Is it raining the whole time you're there?
No, it's supposed to get nice after you leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On Thursday?
And it's supposed to get nice and going to hang out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think
you should go search for Dreamweaver.
Might head down to San Juan Capistrano. Search for Dreamweaver.
You should go down there.
Oh, search for Dreamweaver.
Visit the old hood.
The hood. You can't go home, they say. I don't know. Why would I don't know. It might be nice to have a drink at the Swallows Inn down there, the local gin mill. I hear it's quite the tourist attraction these days down there.
Because of the swallows?
Yeah, because the swallows come back to Capistrano on March 19th. I know that.
Every March 19th?
Well, something they don't anymore because construction has really cut down on their habitat.
We've really screwed nature.
For hundreds of years, the swallows would come back to Capistrano, and it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
And when I lived out there,
I'm sure there was like vendors and little T-shirts they sold.
Dude, vendors and T-shirts. It was a 2-week-long festival of the swallows, and it was like a whole 2 weeks of parties and everything. And then the swallows on March 19th would come flying back to Capistrano, and they'd land in the Mission in Capistrano, and tourists would be there. And yeah, they're selling all kinds of stuff.
How many? A couple dozen, maybe?
There were like millions of swallows would come into Capistrano.
Why there?
It was just the way it was. Legend has it that one of the fathers there at the Mission opened up the Mission to the swallows as a place to rest and feel non-threatened, and they kept coming back. And they would nest in the hills of Capistrano because they take the mud and the grass and make their little nests. But they have since pushed all the hills into the valleys and built condominiums on top of them.
Good.
So the development has kind of taken away from the swallows. But the Swallows Inn is a bar that's in Capistrano.
So no Swallows at all, or just a few?
Now, none. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find one that even comes back.
When was the last time you actually saw the Swallows?
Me?
Well, I mean, the people down there.
The people there? Probably, I would say probably the last few, maybe 10, 15 years ago. It's just now they have the big festival and no Swallows show up. They still have the parties, the parades.
Stupid humans.
With nary a swallow to be found.
Stupid humans.
How far is that from L.A. where you were?
It's, I don't know. It's just into Orange County. It's probably between San Diego and L.A.
I don't know.
Maybe a little closer to L.A.
Half hour?
Yeah, maybe 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, 40 minutes south of L.A. probably. And, yeah, it's kind of where I grew up as a kid. So I kind of remember the festival, the parades, and the bar. The Swallows Inn was the big meeting place for everybody. Go in there and just get hammered, and that is still there. I actually went to their website and looked, and you could actually see the Swallows Inn in Heartbreak Ridge. The Clint Eastwood movie. That's the bar that they go in, and the bar that the band performs in, and yeah, you can see some of the locals. And my father was in there, being an extra. He was an extra in that one.
Can you see him in the film?
Yeah, like the back of his head or something. Yeah. He was drinking a beer.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. So I might pop by there. Other than that, what am I going to do? What's to do in L.A.?
Oh, my God. Comedy Store.
Okay.
We'll be all over the ball field.
That'll be good.
It'll be fun.
Pornography shoots.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Jimmy's
Jimmy's directing a little scene in a porno film tonight.
Directing.
A golden shower scene?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, directing.
My friend, if Joey Silverio's shooting, I got to go watch him shoot, too. That's really when I watch just porn shoots while I'm out there. That's why I'm glad I'm leaving. As much as I'd love to broadcast Thursday, I got to just go.
Why does everything have to revolve around sex with you?
Dude, you think I don't wonder that? Well, as I'm jacking off trying to do my taxes all weekend? You think I don't wonder that? Why I got my Microsoft Excel spreadsheet open, and I file my taxes every year, and I'm trying to get my expenses and my receipts. I save every receipt.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to staple the receipts and add them up, and meanwhile I'm jacking off and I'm going back and forth to Craigslist.
Oh my God!
Do you understand how dysfunctional I am? The fact that I make it here every day is miraculous. That I don't just wake up and start jacking off.
You are a freak.
I will actually make myself stay away from the computer to do certain things. Like, don't go online. You can't. You got to do this. You
really?
Can't. Dude, it's awful. It's awful.
It's just there, taunting you.
Yeah.
To come by and spank one.
Yeah, here, something to forget about yourself.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's go to Steve in Arizona. Steve, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, my ex-mother-in-law was decapitated in San Juan Capistrano.
Jesus, I guess he's not too broken up about it. What could have possibly happened that would have decapitated your ex-mother-in-law in Capistrano?
She was with her brother. They were out drinking. I think at the Swallows Inn. And on the way home, he drove into an orchard through a fence. And they had that real thick wire going through the top of the fence, and it came through the windshield and cut her head off.
That's terrific.
Wow.
That's terrific.
Our ranch used to be right off the road through an orchard, and we had those heavy wire fences. So perhaps I know exactly where that was. Was it near? It was still in Capistrano. They weren't driving on the freeway or something.
No, it was right there in Capistrano, because they lived just right down the road.
There you go. When
just
mother-in-law's head comes off in Capistrano.
And them damn swallows, I was at Camp Pendleton. They used to just build nests everywhere.
Yeah. All right.
And if they got their nests built, you weren't supposed to knock them down.
But what happened if...
Yeah, what happened if...
They just shit everywhere.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
That was kind of cool living out there, too, because you would hear the artillery practice at Camp Pendleton every so often.
Morning, guys.
Even though it's pretty far away, you would hear just this thundering rumble of artillery going off over the hills.
Cool.
Kind of
Darren?
cool when you're a kid.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Pretty good, Darren. What's up?
Hi.
Not much. How you doing there, little pumpkin muffin?
Thank you, Sugar Lips. I'm really good. How are you? Thanks for calling the program.
Hold on for 2 seconds. TJ's pissed at you, Opie, and I've read this one before.
Go ahead.
Many, many times from other people. Hey, you fucking diabetic mess, Opie. Stop eating your fucking yogurt on the air. Every fucking morning, all you hear is that spooning the cup of yogurt. Eat during your break, asshole.
Dude, the breaks are 30 seconds long.
I've heard complaints about that sound of
Oh, but they have no problem with Jimmy crunching into an apple every morning?
You know what bugs him? The spoon on the... What do you do? That. It kills people.
Well, then I have to, like, swirl it around to get the last goodness from the bottom.
I've read things like, Opie, what are you, getting every single bit of yogurt?
I go like this.
Yeah. People hate that.
Then it scoops up into almost a half a spoonful.
And that's TJ from the ashtray of the Northeast.
New Jersey. Darren, go ahead.
Hey, you guys, I grew up out in Lakeside, out there by San Diego.
Yeah,
I remember about 12 years ago, before I got out of there, the Swallows didn't show up at Campus Run. It was all over the news. They actually missed the mission because of all the urban sprawl. They couldn't find the place. I forget where they went. It was like a shopping mall or something.
Yeah, there are only a few. They barely even go near the area anymore, but they don't go to Capistrano, yeah.
Yeah, I think they all go build their mud huts down there in El Centro.
God, if you think your town was based on the Swallows, that you would maybe try to protect that a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
as far as your economy goes, your local economy.
It became one of those areas that people just wanted to move to. I remember when I lived there, man, it was nothing but some residents, probably 3,000, I think the population sign said. 3,000, something like that. And it was all hills with big lakes in the middle of them and stuff. And it just, if you got on a horse, you could ride from way inland, like miles inland, all the way to the beach, just from the hills. And last time I went there, which was probably 8 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, it's just all built up. Like every bit of land has houses on it and stuff. So, it's one of those things. Yeah, that would have been nice to keep it all quaint and have the Swallows come back, but people want to move in and pay their taxes, and I guess it brings in more money.
You still got family out there?
No, nothing for me out there anymore. Nothing. But I'd like to go, check it out.
Okay. Anthony, the top 10 greatest rock and roll myths of all time. Myths. Things we've heard growing up that are simply not true. Simply not true.
Like urban legends.
Yeah.
In the rock and roll world.
Yeah. For example, in 10th place, Led Zeppelin and the Mud Shark. Have you heard this story?
I have never heard this one.
You ever read Hammer of the Gods?
Nope.
Hammer of the Gods was a cool book about Zeppelin, and a pretty young groupie with red hair was tied to the bed, claimed Stephen Davis in Hammer of the Gods. Led Zeppelin proceeded to stuff pieces of shark into her vagina and rectum.
Why?
You never heard this story? Not quite. Zepp did catch sharks from the window of their hotel, but the Pesci in question, Pesky, what is that word?
Pesci.
It is Pesci?
The fish.
All right, but the Pesci in question was actually a red snapper, while the... So the only thing that's a myth, that it was a shark, but it was actually a red snapper?
And the road manager did it, not them.
And he actually did stick it up?
Yeah. So
wow.
What happened? It just wasn't a shark.
So it's not really kind of a legend. Based in fact. I never heard that one, though. Never heard that one. Everyone has to open up their work pages. Their workbooks.
I'm actually panicking a little bit right now.
Why, Opie?
Because I haven't packed yet.
What?
Why?
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
Do you know this vehicle will be leaving shortly after we get off the air?
Well, it's picking me up in my house at 11:15.
Wait, it's the same vehicle we're taking?
I don't know.
We have to drive from here. I was talking, I want point A, point B. Point A, point B. Point A, point B. Point A is here, point B is airport.
Yeah. I kind of panicked, and I didn't really pack.
That's the way to handle it.
Why can't everyone meet here? It's the central location.
I know. You think I would rather get picked up? I live right by the Lincoln Tunnel, but I brought my luggage. I get out. I go into the middle of the street at 5 in the morning with my luggage.
Oh, my goodness.
Or I could leave now and just meet you back here at 11. I'm just starting to panic a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder why. We have a 5-hour cross-country flight for a week and you haven't packed. I mean, that's no reason to panic.
Oh, my God. You haven't packed for a whole week.
And my laundry is still at the laundromat.
Well, now you're screwed.
Why?
Because now you got to...
No, I have to get the laundry.
Now we're leaving. You're buying luggage and clothes once you get there. That's it.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Now you got to do that.
All right.
You need luggage. You need clothes. You buy them when we get there.
I am panicking. Ask Ben. Maybe there's 2 vans going to the airport.
No.
Ramon, pack my bags.
All Ben has to remember to bring is a big rake/comb.
Dude, there is... Oh,
I figured I would just bring it up.
This.
I figured I'd bring it up.
Believe this.
I packed last night. I lay my thing. I put all my CDs and stuff because I'm doing a gig, so I put all my DVDs away, and then I want to lay my suitcase out. I leave a couple of things for this morning: my deodorant, which I apply, and maybe toothpaste, and that's it. And then I close it up, and I'm done.
But you're a professional traveler.
Well, you do enough traveling, though. You've been around enough.
I'm the worst.
I'm in the hotel right across the street because I planned ahead.
Sure.
I didn't want to have to traipse out here from Long Island.
I planned ahead. I got my laundry done last night. I
That's
just got to pick it up
not planning
tonight.
Ahead. That's
today.
doing your laundry.
Yeah, I pick it up today. I called yesterday morning and realized I didn't have my laundry done, so I left.
Was that in between whacking?
Believe me.
Or
why do you think I didn't have it done? I knew I had till 7 o'clock the night before to get it done, but I was just too busy stroking. They uploaded the new videos. Lonely nothing. So I wound up going
Uploading the new videos to what?
Just porn. Just all over.
Porn.
It's that bad that you get excited when they upload new videos to some of these sites?
I'm disgraceful.
Oh my God.
So I go down.
I don't even know that these porn sites upload new videos. Do you know what day they upload them?
No.
Is it like new releases at like, you know, Blockbuster and the new releases at Tower Records? You
Some
just know?
on Fridays. Some on Fridays. I belong to a few sites. Linda Might does it at different times. I'm a big Linda Might fan. She's the woman with her clit.
Oh.
I thought of you, actually, when I was watching one of the videos.
Why?
Just how much you would hate it.
Oh, I bet. Just those big, nasty ones.
LindaMight.com. I don't know her. I'm not plugging her for any reason other than the fact that I just love her sexy clit. It's monstrous. You would hate it. But anyway, I go downstairs yesterday before I come in here for the program, and I wound up getting I put my clothes with the desk guy, and I slip a note under the place. And I'm like, here, please have this done by tonight. Same day. I got it done.
Wow.
It was done yesterday. It's a pack last night.
So now, what do you have to do? Your laundry has to be delivered, or you got to pick it up?
We just have to wear it and then take it off and then give it to the laundry guy.
I just have to. No, see, I got my laundry clothes on today.
You didn't pick your laundry up. We're done by 10. We're leaving at 11.
Oh, I know. Hence the panic.
This pretty much wasn't an hour to do stuff with. This is an hour of just getting done with the show, getting off, getting into the vehicle, and leaving.
Oh, I realize that.
What kind of car do we have? What'd they send us? A little Datsun for 8 of us?
Datsun.
How are we all going to get there in one car?
Yeah, this is...
Maybe they do have 2.
If this has to be a super stretch Humvee or something.
Maybe they have 2, and then...
Robin.
And then, I don't know, one of them will be going to my place to pick me up.
Oh, that is a disgusting clitoris.
Where? No, it's not. She's fantastic, dude. I love that.
Ugh.
Let me see.
Jesus.
Oh, you should see it. It's great. She'll pull her panties down, and it just sticks out over her panties.
That's disgusting.
And the lips, it's huge, and she touches it, and she'll pull her fingers off, and there's like a trail of slime from the lips to her fingers. She's the greatest, dude. Yeah. She turns me on.
Great.
She's older, too.
All right, well.
She's in her 40s, I think.
3 strikes right there.
I know, but she's got a sexy one. You ought to see when she plays with it. See if there's any videos there, Hawk.
I smell bit to end the show today.
What?
Why, do you have a 51-minute Brewer bit we can play? While you go and pack?
Jesus, dude.
Oh, I almost forgot, too. I got to go get my airline ticket. Glad you... Yeah, I know, you're right.
Reservation.
Yeah. Plan for hotel.
Yeah.
Well, get Ben in here. I don't know. Maybe there's 2 cars or something.
Ben!
Or
maybe I could...
take a cab.
Yeah, maybe I'll leave early, grab a cab, pack, and still be here by 11.
Oh. Just using one of those mechanical dildos. Like it's on a motor and a piston.
Yeah.
Pumping in and out.
Look at that.
And then, dude, that
turns you on?
That looks like...
She's sexy, yeah.
That looks like an infant's junk.
She has with them big lips, but she gets so wet. You ever see when she wears panties? It's great.
Dude, it's a mess. The whole area is a mess.
I know.
You got problems.
There's too much going on
It
there.
looks like
it's busy.
It looks like a nose on an old man.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, it's a mess, but I love it. It's sexy.
Ben?
Yes.
How many vehicles
Drop
are being
something.
sent to get
Oh,
us
boy. Here it
here
comes.
at the studio?
Here it comes.
How many?
One large vehicle.
One large vehicle. What is the capacity of this vehicle?
10 people.
10 people. It's a limo?
It's a bus.
It's a big...
It's a big van, I believe.
It's
all right.
big van?
Yeah.
One of those van buses that we took last time.
Is it a van bus or a van?
It's a van. It's a nice vehicle, actually.
It's a van.
It's a van. It's a
Okay.
large van. Kenny's meeting us at the airport, so that's -1.
Right.
Poe's driving his own car.
Do you know Opie isn't packed?
That's typical. I knew that. He never packs the last minute. He'll be ready. We're picking up at 11:15. He'll be ready at 11:15. He's like me. I packed this morning too. We're the same. We
I
both
can't
the same
do
thing.
that,
I
though.
can't.
I had to pack last night.
Jim, you've got 5 bags. I mean, look at Jim. Talk about a diva.
But I'll tell you what. One bag is my laptop. One bag is CDs, DVDs. That was a cake. And the other bag is just my luggage.
I don't know. I
And I gotta
can't
do
pack
goods.
ahead of time. It has to be last minute with the whole panic running around
dude,
the
I can't
apartment.
do that.
I always forget something.
Oh.
I don't know why. Dude, I was home all last night doing nothing, and I was just like,
why didn't
procrastinating?
What were you thinking?
I don't know.
What were you thinking? Like, all right, I'll do it later. Like,
Yeah, later. Then I kind of start, and then it's like, but maybe I'll wear that tomorrow. It's just a weird thing. I have to do it last minute. He's like me. He packs light. He doesn't bring a lot. You don't need to bring a lot.
But you kind of do for a whole week.
Yeah, we're actually there for a while this
You know,
time.
it's not
yeah.
just like New Orleans was easy. It's a couple of days.
Dude,
Who
ask
cares?
Kenny about. I was packing at 4 a.m. for New Orleans, and what? We left at 4:30 or something like that. I was still packing as the car pulled up. That was Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Vegas
was the
and
trip?
New Orleans.
And New
Your
Orleans,
brother
yeah.
and I were waiting for you out in the car.
Yeah.
my bag is
as
open.
I'm stuffing clothes into my bag as I'm running for the car. I don't know what it is.
Can't do
I
that.
cannot do it ahead of time. Like, you have your bag all packed and it just was sitting there all night?
As of last night, I like to be packed. Florentine used to laugh at me. Why are you packing so early? It takes 20 minutes. But I would pack the night before. I have everything that I'm going to need.
Oh, my God. Is that your bag, Jimmy?
Yeah, that's it.
That is a big-ass bag.
It opens up into with a hanger in it.
Yeah.
And don't forget, I got to do 3 nights worth of gigs too. So I have 3 gig shirts and 3 pairs of jeans plus this. It's 5 nights I'm gone.
Dude, I panic. I don't know if I have enough socks or it's just the worst. And Kenny's like, just count the days.
Yeah, I do
then
that.
you
Actually.
take your socks. 1,
Right.
2,
No,
5.
Yeah, he goes, just think of it this way. Tuesday is 1, Wednesday is 2.
God.
I swear to God.
Retard.
And I'm just running around panicking.
I'm always
And then
packing
he's like,
in advance. I can't
you
do
can
it.
work out in the sweats that you sleep in.
Yuck. Who sleeps in sweats?
Sleeps in sweats.
I'm naked under those hotel sheets.
Ooh, wow,
I
really?
know.
Tell us more.
Ah.
Yum. Give me some.
I'd like to hang with you guys, but I would be so lonely there anyway. You'd be all gallivanting, having fun.
Gallivanting.
All right, let's get back to the
gallivanting.
Let's get back to the 10 greatest rock and roll myths. Who the hell is Richie Edwards?
Oh no!
Do you know
the
who
Richie Edwards?
Yeah.
He's that yeah, Jimmy knows.
Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
Jimmy's that.
Well, about maybe 10 years on or something, Richie's disappearance remains imbued with a Lucan-like mythology. No one's ever heard of this faggot.
What
By
is
those
this?
who love a good mystery. I don't know. Richie Edwards lives. Apparently, people think he's dead.
Who the hell is he, though?
Don't know or care. Someone knows.
This list stinks.
What is that?
What?
Who is the guy?
Who's Richie?
And at least explain who it is.
Who's Richie Edwards? And he spells Richie wrong. R-I-C-H-E-Y. That's the dildo lady. That's not Richie.
Oh, he's the guy that disappeared from what? What band?
Oh,
Was he
from
the nuclear or
the
the scientist?
In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Iron Butterfly, right?
I think so. That would be my guess, anyway. I'm sure our instant feedback will pummel us with the correct answer.
Manic Street Preachers?
What? Manic Street Preachers member?
This list sucks.
Why, because Ozzy's not on it?
Exactly.
All
No,
right.
it's just
What's
awful.
the story?
All right, Richie Edwards, guitarist and lyricist for the Manic Street Preachers, vanished 10 years ago on February 1st, 1995. His disappearance remains one of the most tragic mysteries in rock music. It's not one of the most tragic mysteries in rock music. No one even knows the band.
Eddie from Eddie and the Cruisers is more tragic.
This list is horrendous.
For his devoted fans, Richie Edwards was an inspired and inspiring poet, a man who articulated their desperation and despair, who shouted the things most kept hidden, Anthony. The Manic Street Preachers may only have become stadium-conquering rock giants since his disappearance, but Edwards was the figurehead for their first dangerous and dazzling incarnation.
Never heard of them.
Who the hell is this guy? So is he alive or dead?
He's dead. He's dead.
Is he dead or is
You're
he...
kidding.
Do we know if he's alive or dead?
Oh, no. How did it happen? I was just talking to...
All right, whatever. That's number 9, Anthony.
God love them. Give my condolences to the medic.
Look at number 1 right here.
Yeah. Might as well.
Might as well is right.
Oh, this list is awful.
8, Sid checks in at Heathrow. What does that mean?
Punk romantics believe that Sid's mum scattered his ashes over Nancy's grave in Philadelphia. It's more likely that Ma Vicious arrived back at Heathrow with his remains. Malcolm McLaren claims she knocked them over in the arrivals lounge, hence the fanciful myth that Sid's essence still circulates, wafting through the air vents and moving among the travelers. Who gives a shit?
That is another one where who cares?
This is the top 10 myths.
Who's this from? I want to never plug them.
I don't
The
even
Observer. Your magazine stinks. Whatever it is, online.
All right, hold on. Now we're getting a little more info on the Manic Street Preachers. Yes, Pete.
Manic Street Preachers are a band from Britain.
Okay.
All right, we knew that.
They got, well, that's all I know, but they got one record like that was in the top 5 a couple weeks ago. It's not that good.
Wow, you've really added a lot of info to this.
A couple weeks
Aren't
ago?
you glad I called?
No.
No.
I thought not.
All right, thank you.
See you.
Bye. They have a tsunami song? How do they have a tsunami song? The guy's been dead 10 years. Swim, you bitches, swim? Are you kidding me?
No way.
Hit it. Yeah, baby. Deep tracks.
For you, my dear sister, holding on to me forever. Disco dancing with the rapists. Your only crime is silence. Can't work.
Did he say disco dancing with the rapist?
Yeah.
Rapist.
Your only crime is silence.
This guy should be missing.
Yeah, I think the audience captured him and killed him.
Get to the hook.
Never far from your hands. Tsunami, tsunami, keep washing over me. Tsunami, tsunami, keep
Sounds like something. Sounds like everything from the 80s.
All right, well, there's Richie Edwards.
Oh my God! I can't believe some of these things aren't true.
I've been in rock radio for about 20 years now, and I've never heard of this guy.
Never heard of him.
Granted, he disappeared 10 years ago, but you'd think the name would have come across your desk over the years. Jesus. Number 7, Jacko and the Elephant Man. This isn't true, Anthony?
Wacko Jacko. Yeah, reports surfaced in '87 that Wacko had offered 50 G's. Is that a lot of money, Opie? $50,000?
Not really.
Nothing, right?
Just a mere bag of shells.
For the remains of the Victorian patient.
I spent $100 to get the clicking out of the phone.
Out of the phone. For the remains of the Victorian patient Joseph Merrick, a.k.a. the Elephant Man, right. The offer may have been genuine, but Jackson doesn't own the bones. Merrick's organs were destroyed in an air raid on the Royal London Hospital during the Second World War. Casts of his head, an arm, and a foot survived, but were not up for sale. I didn't know that.
But again, they're just saying that they don't know if Jackson may have offered money for those casts.
Right.
The remaining bones.
But I didn't know the bones were destroyed.
No, if there was any God, they would have been destroyed in the womb.
Very good.
That big-headed disaster. Yeah, I tell you one thing, though. If you straighten out the Elephant Man's head and put glasses on him and straighten his hair a little bit, he could be a producer for the Opie and Anthony show.
You're obsessed with that.
You'd have to neaten his hair, though.
Yeah.
All right, well...
And shrink his skull.
Talking about the 10 greatest rock and roll myths of all time, what about Robert Johnson's pact with the devil, Anthony?
Who? What?
I've heard of this one.
This is so interesting, this one. I couldn't get over that this was a myth.
Famously, Johnson sold his soul to the devil in order to play guitar like a demon, Anthony.
Yeah.
You want prima facie evidence? How about Me and the Devil Blues and the fact that young Robert was a poor guitarist whose improvement was remarkable? Mm-hmm. Actually, he used that little-known voodoo technique, practice, and was tutored by a bluesman called Ike Zimmerman, not Satan.
I never heard of that one.
I heard of that one.
Did anyone really think a guy sold his soul to the devil? No one cares.
Yeah. Let's listen to Robert Johnson
doing
a little Me and the Devil Blues.
Oh, I hate the blues.
I don't hate it, all right.
Early this morning.
Sounds like the most basic blues
You knocked upon my door.
playing ever.
You're gonna sell your soul to the devil and get this in return?
Why don't you ask for a voice while you're at it?
Ask to be white.
He knocked upon my door.
I like this. Little lead belly, maybe?
I never got this. This shit is so overrated. The guy plays guitar like shit.
I believe it's time to go.
Listen to this. This is the most basic shit.
Devil.
Yeah, I thought you were going to hear like maybe some
We're
Stevie Ray
walking side by
Vaughan or
side.
something. That type of playing.
This is legendary.
Me and the devil. Me and the devil.
By the devil, he means
We're
whitey.
walking side by side.
Your guitar playing was
I'm
awful.
going to beat my woman.
No, you're not moving
until
on.
I
No.
get satisfied.
All right, well, that's...
You don't have the look of an idol. No, you're not moving on to the next round.
By the way, this is my last break for the day.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
It is?
Yeah, someone figure it out because I'm really panicking.
You should.
Yeah.
I'm really
You're going to
panicking.
hit traffic going back home.
Huh?
You're going to hit traffic. There's
I'll-
going to be a line at the dry cleaner.
Oh, my God.
Because I don't want to hear Anthony all the way to L.A. All right, number 5, Anthony. Top myths of in rock and roll there.
This one sounds interesting.
You never heard this one? I've heard about this one.
Never heard of
and
this
is
one.
a myth, too? Stevie Nicks didn't get cocaine blown up her bum?
Up her bum. It's tempting to believe Fleetwood Mac's Queen Bee followed her addiction to such a deliciously depraved depths, but sadly untrue. That's absurd, says Nicks in 2001. Maybe it came about because people knew I had such a big hole in my nose. Let's put a belt through my nose because that's how big the hole is. Yeah. So she just talks through her arse then. Maybe. What? I guess there was a rumor. You know, they're not... they're talking about these rumors like everyone has heard them and knows them.
Well, the rumor goes that she, had such a coke habit that she got, like, lesbians to blow it up her ass.
Because her nose was so screwed up from coke use that she couldn't snort it anymore?
Or it was just another way to ingest the drug.
Gotcha. Great.
Ben just told me that there is a major fire on the west side. Streets above the 60s are closed on the west side.
Oh, he's such a lying sack. Yeah, we have the news stations. We have the news stations on here in the studio. 2 TVs, but let's believe Ben.
I don't know. That's what Ben said.
There's fire. I know the fireman. Tom Brady.
Well, people are really panicking here.
Why? Because you're not packed?
Yeah, they're panicking from me. I'm just kidding. Mike from PA, what's up?
I just wanted to give you a little insight about Robert Johnson, is that it sounds so basic because he created those sounds.
Oh, it's awful.
He was the first one playing them.
Who cares?
Oh, because I thought, I was listening to that going, man, he's ripping off George Thorogood.
No, long before that.
I know.
1920s.
No, I like
great.
these blues guys, man. Because rock and roll does come from it, so I kind of like them. You ever hear Lead Belly? There's something. It's awful, but like I like it. I don't know why.
Lead Belly.
He's phenomenal.
Never
The guy-
even heard a Lead Belly song.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, I don't care.
In the pines, in the pines.
That's
Leadbelly.
Yeah, that Nirvana made famous during their Unplugged special.
Well, I like Nirvana's version.
He was in jail for murder.
Just because they invented it.
Nirvana ended their Unplugged with the Leadbelly song.
Just because they invented it doesn't mean crap.
Black Betty, that's Leadbelly.
Great.
Oh, no,
good for
that's
Leadbelly.
the only one they got in
I'm
there?
sure his version sucked.
No, it was good.
Look at the first car. It's great. Would you drive it now? No,
but
they've improved it, made it better.
But the blues had a nice vibe. I'm not a big blues fan, but the vibe to some of them is great.
Oh.
You don't like the old blues?
Oh, here it comes.
Yes.
Oh.
This is phenomenal.
Black girl, don't lie to me. Tell me where did you sleep last night?
This is at least a little better than the other one.
In the pines.
Let me hear, Opie.
Never shine. I wish you would all night too.
This is a little better than the other one.
Black girl, where will you go? I'm gone, but a cold wind blows. In the pines, while the sun never shines.
Whitey stole his music.
All night too. Black girl, don't.
Why is he singing about Black Earl? Black Earl. Why don't you pay for dinner sometime?
Got another.
I was enjoying that.
I know. I got another Robert Johnson song to play for Anthony, though.
Little Rascals. I'm all for this one.
No. The house next door to me's been sold to niggers.
Oh my God!
They claim to be wild Indians from the plains.
Who is this?
Oh, but they ain't a shucking me. They're colored people. We'll make cowboys and niggers our new game.
Oofa.
Wow.
Another classic.
Yeah, Leadbelly did some time in prison. He's a bad guy.
Yeah, Leadbelly rocks.
Yeah.
He really does.
Black girl.
That was good.
Well, it was pretty brave of Nirvana to cover that song, and
Hey, Cobain did a great job.
they did a great job with that song. It's one of my favorite Nirvana songs.
I've heard about 30 different covers for that song.
Yes, Sam?
Days never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
Yeah, that's a nice
Wait, there's
rendition.
there's one Robert Johnson song. What the hell is that song? It's really good. I don't remember. I'm not a big fan, but I remember it.
You want me? Hold on, Jesus.
Wait,
wow.
no, I'm just trying to think of what that Robert Johnson song
All
is.
right, hold on. I'll help you out a second here.
It's I can't remember it.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh man, where is that?
Robert Johnson song.
Where's the music we go to, Eric?
Hawk, help Opie.
On hold. Oh, okay. All right, hold on.
Hold on. There you go.
Yeah, because this works so well in comedy.
Well, you're probably not supposed to say, hold on, let me get it.
Where is it?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, boy.
No, you idiot. It was the on-hold music.
Now you know my
okay.
nightmare.
All right.
Where's that Robert Johnson song?
We'll be right back.
He made popular?
All right,
that
we're
was
back.
hilarious.
Now
I thought it was
return
really
you
playing that.
Oh, no.
Regularly scheduled program.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony
that's
program.
cool.
All right, so what were you saying?
There's a Robert Johnson song that I can't remember the name of. We were listening to in the office before. And
Yeah.
It's bothering me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you have it?
Oh, Jim, I think I might.
Good, Opie. Thanks a lot. Love to hear it.
Let's hear it.
Ring, 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 banana phone. Ring, 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 banana phone.
Woo! Do you know, I woke up with that song in my head. It is amazing how all-encompassing that song can become. It's disgusting.
Oh, it just sticks in your head.
Can I leave now? A lot of packing, Anthony.
A lot of packing.
A lot of packing.
A lot of packing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate rushing.
That's what's today? Today's Tuesday, so you have to have something for Wednesday. Thursday,
Friday. Right.
4 days.
Wednesday, Sunday,
Tuesday, Friday.
Anthony, the 10 greatest rock and roll myths of all time.
Oh, we're still...
You got a better idea?
No, none at all.
Okay. Number 4. Well, we missed 5? No, we did the 5.
No, it's...
Keeps blood transfusion.
Yeah, everyone's heard this rumor, right?
Give me some stones.
Keith Richards has to have a blood transfusion to take all the poisons out of his blood. What is it, once a week or month or something?
The story goes it was back in '73. He was on a European tour, and he was so messed up on drugs that they decided to give him a blood transfusion to clear his blood in a Swiss clinic, Anthony. Mm-hmm. In reality, it was probably only hemodialysis.
Oh.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
No.
Shut up.
The H is silent in that. It's hemodialysis.
Really?
No.
He doesn't know.
Which filters impurities from the bloodstream. Someone asked me how I cleaned up, so I said I had my blood completely changed. Richards said I was fucking sick of answering that question, so I gave them a story.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating.
Oh, it just doesn't
We're uncovering some real mysteries today.
I hope people are pulling over to hear this stuff and sitting down.
Number 3, Anthony. Greatest rock and roll myth of all time.
The Beatles' spliff in Buckingham Palace? I don't recall this one either. Sometime after our 4 young heroes bounced into the palace on October 1965 to receive their MBEs, John Lennon claimed they shared a toke in the loos. Not the most reliable witness, he once claimed he wrote Eleanor Rigby. Lennon later fessed up, admitting, we'd have been far too scared to do it. Smoke the spliff. McCartney, meanwhile, remembers simply having a sly ciggy with the chaps to calm nerves.
English people, their dialect and their slang is horrendous.
It really is bad.
Would you like a sly ciggy?
A sly ciggy. Everything sounds gay.
It really does.
Look at all the lovely people.
Oh, slip your sly ciggy.
Look at all the lovely people.
Baby, you can blow cocaine up me bum.
Eleanor Rigby picks up the rock.
All right, whatever.
My brand new wife slips on the rice because she just has one leg. And it's a peg.
All the legless people.
Number 2, Anthony.
Oh, we've all heard this one. Now here's one.
Have we? I've never heard this.
Yeah, no? Marilyn Manson starred in The Wonder Years.
Yeah, and that one is true.
That is false.
Of course it is false. This fuels every parent's fear that the most innocuous geek child can go stone dad.
Did the young Brian Warner, a.k.a. Mr. Manson, play Paul Pfeiffer, goofy pal of Kevin Arnold, in the Schmaltzy Rites of Passage TV show?
It's kind of irrelevant whether these rumors are true or not. Quoth Manson. Well, actually, Marilyn is not irrelevant to Josh Saviano, who really did... What is not... I don't understand. I read this. I don't understand what these fucking limeys are printing.
Well, actually, Marilyn, it's not irrelevant to Josh Saviano, who really did play Paul Pfeiffer.
Oh, okay. Every one of these I've read so far has been this mishmash of English crap. God, the English.
Well, you know what? You can go to New Jersey if you want to have a sly ciggy somewhere.
Oh, the ashtray of the Northeast.
Yeah.
It's kind of irrelevant whether these rumors are true or not. Quoth Manson, said Manson. Well, actually, Marilyn, it's not irrelevant to Josh Saviano, who really did play Paul Pfeiffer. Okay. Now Jimmy has set me straight, and I understand what this
idiot was writing.
Oh.
The top.
Lastly.
Rock and roll myth of all time.
I don't want to read it.
Jesus.
I don't care.
Oh, the top one? Everyone knows it's... Who cares?
Yeah.
Oh,
if you actually care, just wonder what it is as you drive into a guardrail. The top rock and roll myth of all time was that one time Opie was actually packed in plenty of time to catch the flight.
What a myth.
Yeah, no one cares. It doesn't matter because it's not true anyway.
OJ has a better packing schedule when he's murdering his wife.
Number 1, Opie, is the Apple PowerBook 100 from 1991.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That's our top 20 gadgets of all time list. Oops, I blew it for everybody.
Oh, no.
I know when we're having a shitty show is when they start throwing the
when they throw the list in front of us.
Look, guys, take the hint. You guys blow today. Maybe you can make something out of this mishmash.
Eric comes in with you can tell it's travel day for the boys. Eric comes in with 2 of these lists. Top 20 gadgets of all times, according to Mobile PC Magazine.
Swiss Army knife is number 20, invented in 1891.
I like 18 is the Motorola Dynatac 8000X from 1983. It's the first cell phone, I guess.
That's not a cell phone. The first cordless phone.
No.
Yes.
Cordless phones in 1983.
I don't think they did.
10 years after Motorola Research replaced the world's first cellular call, the rest of the world got its shot. The Motorola Dynatac 8000X brought mobile calling
I'm sorry,
to the
but
masses.
it doesn't look like a cell phone.
I know. It was huge back then. For $3,995 plus outrageously high usage fees.
What?
$4,000 for this cell phone. And imagine how many areas you could get it in. Like, how many cells were there back then?
You actually had to be on top of the Empire State Building. Like, King Kong had to be holding you over his head.
The 8000X offered only 1 hour of talk time.
Eric, get my coat.
So it was difficult to rack up stratospheric bills. What was that?
I said get my coat.
Get my coat. Ramon. Get my coat.
Let's see what else is on this list that just doesn't matter.
Number 15, of course.
Well, the hip calculator?
Yeah, the calculator.
Why was that important?
Back in 72? That was huge. That gave, that was everybody's real first
Yeah, but according to this
experience
list,
with a computer.
The hip calculator, that's why these lists stink. Hip calculator was the 15th greatest gadget of all time.
Of all time.
And then in 12th is the Apple iPod.
Well, think about it. Apple iPod's cool, but is it really like one of those huge inventions of all time?
Yeah.
It should have been below 15. You're right. Apple iPod shouldn't even be on this. It's just an MP3 player, for God's sake. Polaroid camera.
Gee, I wonder if Apple had anything to do with this list. Number 1 is the Apple, and now that's an Apple thing? Who did this? Steve Jobs wrote a list up? Fag in second place.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being his second place position.
Nah, shit, his company is just going under, I'm telling you.
Are you insane?
Oh, really?
They're taking over the world.
I know. I actually liked Apple.
Number 10.
That was important to throw in.
TiVo. Number 10 is TiVo?
Yeah, more important than the heart monitor or the, anything else.
Would you call the heart monitor a gadget,
Yeah,
though,
we're
really?
talking about gadgets.
We're talking about gadgets.
Oh. All right, I was going to mention planes.
Airplanes.
You should let me hang myself. That's how I would have kept going.
Look at that fun little gadget, that 747.
767.
Yeah.
Business first.
I love it. Atari 2600. Remember that in 77? Playing all your favorite games? That's number 9. Palm Pilot, number 7. Number 4, the StarTAC. Opie got one of those when they first came out. Back in 1996.
Yeah, T-Mobile Sidekick, number 475.
The problem was that I got my StarTAC in 2000. I was looking at that like, wow, that's pretty cool. But I was doing the math in my head. I got mine in like 2000.
Oh, still using it?
No.
StarTAC, yeah, remember that? Everyone else's phone was pretty big and bulky back then, and then the StarTAC was the first real commercially viable flip phone. Sony Walkman, number 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was huge when it came out.
What about the Discman?
I think they kind of lumped that into the whole Walkman thing.
Yeah, same family.
Yeah.
Henry.
Number 2, Zenith Space Command television remote, 1956.
Yeah, that looks like something space age. Look at that thing. 4 lousy buttons.
4 buttons, and they used to go like, bing, when you hit them.
Where's the remote, guys?
Springy sound. Number 2, Zenith Space Command television remote control. It can change the channel, turn on off, and adjust the volume. While you sit back and smoke a Lucky and change channels hoping a Negro does not steal your television. And it's the 50s, you know.
And the number 1 gadget, Anthony.
Yes.
She did not choke on that sandwich. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's the number one gadget, huh?
Number one gadget.
Mm-hmm.
That fat pig did not choke on that sandwich.
5'5", 240 pounds. She should have been shot.
It was a heart attack, actually. Thank you.
Wasn't a ham sandwich?
No.
Number one favorite gadget is a ham sandwich.
It was not a ham sandwich.
Of course it wasn't.
Wow. Hour and 15 minutes till that bus leaves for the airport.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Now we're in trouble.
Dude, this is great, man.
Give me a mashup.
What about a pack for a week?
Dude, I know.
Dude, it's a week.
You think I'm joking? I'm leaving right now. Not that it's going to matter if I'm here.
Well, it's been a good show.
Let's. Where's that really cool mashup that people have been talking about?
What, the 16-minute one?
Exactly.
What, the Freebird mashed up with 8 rap songs?
The Oasis one. No, we don't have time to play that.
No, we got 2 more breaks.
We have what?
We got a double break. Right
Then what?
And then 5 minutes.
And then what happens after that?
You're gone.
But he's got to go now. Like, you don't understand. It's right now he's leaving. Leaving now. Not break and then 5 minutes. And then it's right now he's leaving. There he goes.
Well, all right.
You're fine, dude. There's no rush. You get over there, you'll be home by 10:20.
All right.
You
So
pack till 10:30. That's enough for a week. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All right, I'll stick it out.
What about your toiletries?
Yeah,
Toiletries. I haven't used freaking toilet paper in a month.
That's true. He carries all his toilet paper in his back pocket for 2 weeks on the road. It's just a tissue. He dabs it, and it looks like he wiped a mouse's lips. A little chocolate-eating mouse.
Like most people use a hanky.
Well, you guys are coming to get me, right?
Mm.
That's not that bad.
I guess we are. I didn't know. we're making stops now.
It's not that bad.
Are we stopping in Jersey? I heard tell that, too.
Are we?
No.
I don't think so. No.
All right. Why don't we, wait.
Which way do we usually take out? To go to Newark.
Oh, Lincoln Tunnel. If he goes near the Holland Tunnel, I'll smack his neck.
Dude, now we're taking the GWB. Because we're way uptown now.
No, you gotta take the Lincoln. It's the best way.
Last time we took the GWB, and it worked out fine. It actually was faster.
Oh, brother.
No, because then you gotta go north more. You
Right.
gotta go north
all the way north to go back south.
It's silly. Especially now, you might hit some traffic.
No,
man.
what's silly is not being packed for a 1 week trip.
No, that's beyond. That's ludicrous.
Minutes before the car is going to come to pick you up.
Kenny.
How are my favorite people doing today?
Pretty good, Kenny. You ready for L.A.?
Well, I'm doing a run around last minute myself, Opie.
Remember last time you had to help me pack?
Yes, it was my pleasure to fold your shirts.
Oh, that's right. He did fold my shirts. All right, we have to break, Ben. Relax.
Yeah, we got to pick up Kenny. We got to drop off Poe. We got to pick you up.
Pick up Kenny?
Yeah, we got a lot of stops.
Wait. What?
Steve forgot his bag, so we got to stop at Steve's. Opie's not packed. Kenny, we got to pick up. Poe brought his car. The only one that came prepared was Jim, and myself and you. Yeah.
How many stops are we making?
Like 6.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I'm just
Ben
Mr.
can't lie.
Jokester today.
Ben can't lie anymore.
No, we
used to be
fixed it.
really good
There's
at
only
it.
one stop at Opie's house.
Yeah, I am not a burden to anyone.
So blame it on me.
Blame it on you, yeah.
No, there's no rush. You could take all the time in the world. It's a 2 o'clock flight.
Yeah, but they don't want to,
2 o'clock, huh?
All right. Well, can't the car just pick me up first and then get these guys?
No.
Well, the car's going to West 57, so Ben can redirect it to your house.
Yeah, I already called and said it. We called and took care of this because you wanted it taken care of last time. We took care of it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right, well, why don't we...
Look at Jim's face. He's just disgusted.
All I know is that you'll see my smiling face at check-in at Newark Liberty Airport.
But, I'm just a little worried. I like getting there early because I know they call me first for boarding.
Absolutely.
If I was back in the back of the plane, I could understand showing up a little later because, you're going to wait for the line of people anyway.
All right, well...
What's more satisfying, by the way, than just because you can always bring a friend on when being a first-class customer.
Yeah.
You're allowed to bring a friend on if you want to. It won't even stink. It's a little dud. You're allowed to bring a friend on when you're bored.
You guys will be fine. Just, you got 10 more minutes. You can end the show. Opie can do what he's got to do and what he got. Everybody else can get, like, some breakfast. And then you hop in the thing and you go.
All right.
The thing.
We'll do the thing. All right, Kenny.
Yeah, and just
discuss with the driver what he feels is best to go, like Lincoln or GWB.
Oh, boy.
People are just calling in like crazy going, do not take the GWB.
Absolutely not.
All right, Kenny. We'll see you at the
All right,
airport.
listen, no worries, no pressure. We're going to have a lot of laughs.
And
Holland Tunnel, right? That's the way to go. The Holland Tunnel.
Holland stinks.
That's the way we should go.
We're
Jim.
better off throwing our luggage in the Hudson and paddling across in that fucking Holland Tunnel.
Why is it so bad with the Holland? I always think the
That's
Holland's
a
fun.
nightmare.
No, it's not so bad.
It's not. It's horrendous.
Don't stress out. Everything will be fine.
Holland Tunnel.
11th
I'm
Avenue to the Lincoln.
I'm for throwing my
The car's
luggage.
under my name. I'm saying Holland Tunnel.
Dude, I've been driving
Yes,
this for
Kenny.
years. I'm telling you.
Norton knows how to travel. He'll keep everybody in line.
I hope so. Without
Believe me.
without
He's
you
good.
there until we get to the airport.
Norton's like Tony Traveler.
All right, thank you, Kenny.
Bye, Kenny.
All right,
Uh-huh.
that's nice.
Kenny.
That's nice to meet.
Kenny.
What?
That's good. Steve almost got a falling television on his foot for his birthday. How great would that have been? If he smashed his little blonde head into it.
All right, let's take a break and we'll. I don't know.
Why don't you say, let's take a break and you'll continue? Because you're not going to be here when we
Take
come
a
back.
break and I'll pack.
Opie and Anthony, XM. Hit me! It's the worst of the Opie and Anthony show.
Damn.
Where's Gary Hoey?
In the CD player.
No, when are we going to get him in studio? We're going to get him before Christmas, hopefully?
Yeah,
or,
Ben is actually working
on
on that right
Or are you guys booking
now.
him for Groundhog Day?
What's Ben working? I don't see Ben doing a whole lot of anything except eating cereal and herking and jerking all over the studio.
Herky and jerky
And taking calls on his tiny little cell phone.
Yeah,
His little tiny cell
that
phone.
chiclet cell phone. If somebody walks in too fast, you can just eat his phone. Ben's phone stinks. What do you carry that in your cock hole? What kind of phone is that? Dude, hey. Always gossiping about something. Dude, Pedro does coke. What? My friend Tim from Boston knows it. It's always some drivel he heard from some drunken Mick at a party. And third, I think Jack Bono from U2 is coming in. Such horseshit. Dude, I combed my hair with a car bomb.
You forgot that. That's insane.
That's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane.
It's crazy. It's insane.
Hey, just
nuts.
Just giggles about nothing. I'm like, Ben, I got to get this done. Giggling idiot.
He was laughing when you guys were talking serious about the death penalty. Did anyone else catch it?
Yeah, it's like, dude, there's just too many poor people that get it.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Funny.
Who doesn't love Ben?
I like the parody of Ben better than Ben now.
I thought someone got one of their teeth knocked out. It was Ben's phone. Your phone needs a filling.
I love the fact that he's always gossiping. That's the best.
Always gossiping about somebody who has something to do with Boston. You know, Jim Rice is molesting children. What?
Easy.
Oh, man. Guys, yeah, that's funny. Let me see your phone, Ben. You got it on you? Or did you lose it?
Look at this.
Look how little that is. Wow.
Only some small
That
phones.
stinks anyway. It doesn't work that well, that one.
It's a tiny little phone.
Are we going to get Gary Hoey in here? That's all
Gary
we want.
Hoey, yes. Yeah, we're working on it. Where are we going to put him, though? You going to put him in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just
where else
has
would we
his
put him?
guitar and a little,
Yeah.
Gary
amp.
Hoey.
He does rockin' Christmas tunes. Takes Christmas songs and rocks them out with his guitar prowess.
And they're good, right?
Well, we could play a quick one here. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch is really
The Grinch
cool.
one's like the best one he does, yeah. Really good guitarist.
We'll check this out, and then we'll go to the phones, and then we got
He's no
Tommy
dime
Chong.
bag, but, you know.
Dime bag. He wants to be buried. Well, I guess the family wants him buried in a Kiss coffin.
Gotta respect that.
Maybe it was in his will or something.
But you're a big Kiss fan, I guess.
One of
right?
those Kiss coffins.
Gene Simmons is. Oh, we forgot to talk about China too. Oh my
How much
God,
are they
we got
charging?
So much to do.
I thought Gene Simmons was maybe calling in today, huh?
Yeah, him and Tom Cruise.
That was actually on the list.
Was it
today?
Gene Simmons?
Yeah, in the email.
Oh, I think I
mentioned.
did see that.
Oh, all right.
We have a better chance of Gene Simmons, Jean, the actress, calling in.
Oh my God.
Didn't that used to confuse you?
Yep.
Reading TV Guide, it's like a movie with Gene Simmons in it.
Wow, I didn't know he did movies in 1958. That's cool.
Yeah.
That Ben parody is hilarious.
I wish people could see it, and you gotta know Ben.
No, they get it.
You just gotta know Ben.
He's so herky.
He's always moving around.
So jerky.
And he just always laughs in the wrong places when you're like being serious. You're like, dude, look, I'm running late.
Look, give you some gossip.
Yeah, then some gossip. It's like I'm walking, and he's doing coke and it's like guns. What?
Always gossiping.
Always a little gossip. Oh.
Wow. Because he does. He knows everyone in Boston.
Everyone.
So any bit of news that comes out of Boston.
Everything about Boston.
Everything that the common folk read about in Boston, he will know like
the
10 layers
scoop.
Deep into the story.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking hanging out with Tom Brady. And he's like, what happened with Tom Brady? It's like some scandal that never materializes.
He was with 10 broads or something.
Yeah.
I think that was the Tom Brady gossip. Because I got that call.
Dude, I was at the Crafts, the new stadium. There's a body buried in the basement.
It's insane.
I swear. What? It's crazy. It's insane. It's nuts.
I would have called you, but my phone was in my ear. I couldn't get it out.
So I got a toothpick. I got my phone stuck between my teeth. I got to pick it out, dude.
His phone makes me physically ill.
And that's it for the Opie and Anthony show. The guys are heading off to Los Angeles as we speak. Anthony will be playing at the World Poker Tour Celebrity Invitational tomorrow. You get to hear that here on XM 202. 3 to 7 on the East Coast, 12 to 4 on the West. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.